Monday Faces. And subscribe. Turn on notifications. I think I got it all out. All that stuff you're supposed to do.
And like.
Oh, and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it. You better.
And we got a big giveaway this week.
Yeah, we do. I was just reading that. Is it a new monitor?
No.
No.
There you go.
Look at that. I'm so awesome. It's a new monitor for the studio. Oh, my God. It's so great. Yay. No, I was reading this coming in. I'd heard this rumor. A new monitor. Oh, sorry. How'd that happen? I have it muted. Nope, no, I don't. This is what's going on. We're giving away a $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's. Okay, that's happening.
That's on Wednesday.
On Wednesday. So prepare for that. Get ready to call right now. But look at this. So we're going to give away a code word every day. So for us, we're going to give away the code word at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Okay. And we're going to do this 3 times a day. This is old school radio stuff. I love this. Each show will have a code word. Okay, so Alan will do his at noon, and Whitey will do his at 4. All right. And then it says there's a bonus code word.
Well, we've got Monday Night Football, so we won't be able to give those away then.
So the winner is going to get a pair of lower level seats.
Already intrigued. I don't even know the rest of this.
That's
That's it, right?
That's
just the tickets?
And we're not even telling you to what.
Yeah, and to where.
Could be to see Yes. They're on tour right now. Could be to see Joshua Redman.
Maybe.
Fine jazz artist. But actually is to see the Sacramento Kings.
Well, actually.
Now, to be fair... Look, when you're going to get lower level seats, and I appreciate what the Kings are doing. I'm not trying to disrespect what's going on here, but not the best of games, not the best of opponents. You know, you think maybe a Charlotte or a Portland. No, it's actually against the defending champions. See what I did there? I did a little circle. It's actually a really good game. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a good game. It's a really good opponent. And that's on November 7th. So you'll get to go down there, sit lower level, crunch on a cough drop. Good catch there. And watch the defending champions get beat by the Kings in one of the league's biggest upsets. You're going to go through that whole evening, and obviously it's going to be emotionally and physically draining for you. So we would highly suggest driving home very carefully. Driving home very carefully. Oh, you know what, though? No disrespect to our friends at Hoblet, but you know what? That's where Jason Ross stepped up in the meeting, and he said, I'm not really comfortable after people go through a win over the defending champions and then getting in the car. What if they live in Loomis? What if they live in Isleton? I don't want them driving home. So Jason was nice enough to take out the Ross card. And that's just nice of you. And he's got you a stay at the Kimpton Sawyer. So all you have to do, you walk from Golden One Center to your room. Okay? To your room. But here's the problem. If you had gone home, you could go home, open up the fridge, get yourself a nice late snack. Go get yourself a GD snack, as Rex Ryan would say. Well, that's where Chris stepped up, because he said, I don't want people being... Chris is big on, I don't want hunger in the world. Like that's a thing. So Chris has donated a $200 gift card to Revival.
Chris. You're welcome.
How about that? So you get a lower level pair of seats to the OKC matchup with the Kings. You get a one-night stay at the Sawyer, of which I can't confirm this, but we might actually be staying next door, and I'll have a play Monopoly later. while you sit around and eat and drink your food and items from Revival.
$200 gift card. I think that's good enough to be like, hey, let's do the pregame at Revival. Oh, and let's do postgame at Revival.
Yeah. And I'm looking at all of the code words right here with the times.
You have them all?
I have them all.
Oh.
Watch this. Ready?
Totally unfair.
There's a sneak peek. Did it for the YouTube viewers. Did it again.
I caught 2 that time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a great prize. Very proud of our promotions team. Everybody associated with it. Good for them. Good for them.
Good on you.
Good for us.
Good for us.
Good for you, all of you.
We don't just ask you to listen. We bribe you.
Mm-hmm.
We bribe you to listen. So there you go. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highlights, lowlights, lights.
Well, I
Great weekend for UCLA.
it was the improbable, and
You had kind of a split weekend of good and bad, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
The probably, let's see. Well, I guess it would have been around my birthday. So months ago, my brother had said, "Hey, I think that UCLA, your bye week, UCLA plays Penn State. Would you have? I'd get that for you if you'd like that as a present, or what do you have any?" I said, "You know what? That's really nice. Let me see." I didn't know at the time what I was doing. There was a chance actually I was going to see my niece, his daughter, at Colorado State, which is turning out to be
Yeah, forget that.
what's happening this weekend.
Oh, okay.
But so that ended up not happening. But then as the football season started, he asked me just maybe like 2 weeks ago, "Hey, I still didn't know what we were doing." And secondly, I go, "I don't think I want to go see UCLA lose to Penn State by 7,000."
Can't blame you.
So I go, nobody's going to the games. They're. I mean, I've never really been that fan, but this time I was that fan. I'm like, I don't know. The one weekend down there, I don't have a lot of time. Am I going to go to that game and see them lose by 100? So I didn't go to the game. And they won, which was still great. I mean, that was fantastic.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
Maybe they would have lost if I went.
Oh, Jason's here. Oh,
So, but that was great. Sneaky surprise.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. So it was a quick trip down there and back already, and lots of stuff happened in between.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy weekend.
You're crazy.
I mean, it's a nice win.
Yeah, it just makes sense of it. Like,
Remember, like 2 weeks ago, we were talking college football. I was like, Penn State looks really good.
yeah.
They might win the whole thing.
And 2 in a row for them. And they're out of the top 25.
So, is, the preseason number 1 and number 2 are out of the top 25. It's a good thing we have preseason polls.
So glad we had that.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yep.
Chris?
I went to the Republic game on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday sucked, dude. It started at 7 a.m. with Huddersfield Town losing at home to Stockport in just a lame game, which, by the way, Stockport had a guy sent off in like the 50th minute, so it was 10-11 us, and still couldn't. They actually, it was 1-0 when they
Where did he go?
He went actually down to local brewery, H-Town. And then they scored another goal to go up 2-0 when they were a man down, and then we scored one late. Then, of course, at the last 4 minutes, we had like 900 tries, and it didn't work out. And now it's awesome because we're off until a week from this Thursday. Sitting that.
Isn't the international break fun?
It's not. Well, it isn't if you win and you're doing well, I guess.
All right.
And then, Republic at home Saturday night, Jägermeister Cup.
How was your experience?
How was your experience?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Got a text from a friend of the show, Scott Moak, said, "Hey, Dave told me you needed tickets. Here you go."
There you go.
I was right at midfield.
Saw that. That was nice.
Great seats.
Yeah.
Got to watch the Republic lose.
I know. Yeah.
But you can't have a bad time there.
No.
Yeah.
And by the way, fans sold the place out. That was awesome to see. That was a double shot, man. I checking out my boy Kevin because that's both his teams got nut kicked.
I didn't see any of your game that you were expecting to lose, but I saw the score. Was it close-ish or no? No.
No.
Okay. No chance to win.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm also out of Survivor.
And look, when
Because
you
the
lose,
Cardinals decided to throw the game away.
that doesn't also make sense of that game. That doesn't, like, if you told me, well, I saw it, but, like, if you told me this is, and I hadn't seen it, like, this is how they lost, I'm like, okay, you've made all of that up.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make, we're just talking about guys dropping the ball before the goal line, the interception, fumble into the, it doesn't make sense.
No, it didn't make any sense. It was the dumbest. It might actually be, like, we all remember the Leon Lett, Don Beebe play. Well, I guess we don't all remember that, but we,
Of course, I remember that.
Look it up. Leon Lett of the Cowboys running back for a touchdown, and he starts celebrating like the 10-yard line, and Beebe comes up and knocks it out of his hand.
Yeah, this was really close.
Like, but it's like if that happened like 17 times in the game. And it's in Arizona.
Yeah.
And it's against
the worst team.
The worst team. Well, certainly in that ballpark.
And you're ending the game on that play. If not, it's like, all right, that's dumb, but you're not going to lose.
No. You get an interception.
Game over.
Game over. Well, get up and fumble it right away. Into the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. It was the dumbest loss in history.
You didn't have that, did you?
No. I was out of I got knocked out of Survivor Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that's
happily
right. Yeah, that's right.
When I picked the Rams.
Remember when I was making fun of him for that?
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
It's really true. It's really true. So, it was just a weird week in the NFL.
But great news this weekend.
Okay. Great news.
Dave got me a new coffee cup.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. And then I came in and I threw it at him. And he caught it.
It's a city cup?
It is.
I said, hey, stupid. And I tossed it at him and he caught it.
Okay, Chris.
Yes.
Over under 2030.
2030.
Does the cup make it?
To 2030?
Yeah, the cup. Well, how long did your old cup make it?
Oh, I mean, it was pre-COVID, so it was over 5 years old.
Okay.
And are you... Like,
this is going in my office now.
I was going to say, like, you
not leaving it here anymore.
You didn't break...
No, he didn't break the cup.
The cup, but, like, I'm wondering if you're going to do things which you just answered to maybe make it less available for breakage.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it breaks, it will be my fault.
But you're going to use it?
Yes.
Okay. Just leave it in your office?
Yes.
I tried to get it as close to the old cup as I could, but I think it has a white interior. Can you check real quick? Because it wasn't that clear in the pictures. Yes, it does have a white interior. That was really important to me.
On purpose?
I want him to have the coffee stains again.
Yeah.
Like my dad's mugs.
Mugsy Bogues.
Mugs money.
Now people can't call me mugless anymore.
That's right.
In Seattle.
Mugless in Seattle. Well, that was good. So that's good. So that's all good. That's great. We got a great giveaway. You had a fine sports weekend. Also not.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
This is a thing on Yankees Twitter. This is real. Where they were going, they're like legitimately saying, so baseball really needs to pay attention to these games because something's not right. They're
meaning what?
They're saying that they think the Blue Jays are doing something funky. They think the Blue Jays are doing something funky. And their first point, which isn't really valid, but it's more emotional, is, guys, how are you going to explode like that against this pitching and then also shut down that offense as well? That doesn't make any sense. But then they also are pointing to the fact that the Toronto Blue Jays this year were 54-27 at home, 40-41 on the road. Sounds a little asterisk. Put an Astros risk on it. That's Yankees Twitter right now.
Well, I'm not in that camp.
We go to Jason's house, and it's just those red yarn going to different players on the Blue Jays.
Second best.
Stay out of that room, Chris.
Second best home record in the league. The Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah. My beef wouldn't be on that. It's what I'd said before it even started. It's not baseball exclusive, but either you should put more on the divisions or just best record. I don't understand. I mean, it's in every sport's doing that. NBA kind of doesn't do it as much.
Sure.
Where they see, like, we basically talk about the Western Conference. We don't care as much if the Kings win the Pacific Division, though if they do, that's nice. But it's your seeding 1 through 8. The Yankees would be the 2 seed. Or 1.
Yeah.
2 seed, though, in this case. Instead, they're not. And maybe it would have been different. They would have had the Tigers.
Yes. Then maybe that would have gone differently.
Maybe it would have been worse. Maybe they'd be down 2-0 and lost both at home. Who knows?
Then there's France.
Max Fried a donné un but sur balle à Springer, a retiré Schneider sur 3 prises. 2-1 à Vladimir. La balle est frappée d'aplomb. Grand chelem, Vladimir Guerrero. Quelle série il connaît jusqu'à présent. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Il n'y avait pas de doute. Où que c'était frappé fort, c'est sorti pressé. 415 pieds du mort.
Felt like he was flirting.
Voodoo.
Then there's Michael K.
So you got Jimenez at third, Straw at second, Springer at first,
Dave
one
Sims.
out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guerrero at the dish at a 2-1 count. He's looking on load right here. 2-1. Pitch. He did.
He did.
It's actually, honestly, I don't know why. I know why I said Michael K., but that is the great Dave Sims coming over from Seattle.
Yeah.
2 years ago now?
Either 2 or this year.
This year, maybe. It's a great call.
He's looking on load right here. 2-1. Pitch. He did. Deep drive, left field, grand slam.
And he laid out for about 30 seconds.
Jason, that's very close here. And they're storming the court.
And he dunked it.
Ah, man. Hey, you know what, though? That's why they play a 5-game series and not 3-game. There was
I was hoping it was 7.
If it was a 3-game series,
It'd be over.
it'd be over. It would be over.
But now they have to win a 3-game series.
Now they have to sweep a 3-game series. Ugh. But that would be unfortunately, I feel bad for you and your Yankees, but that would be one. No matter what, if Toronto's able to win one of the next 3,
Right.
that will be 2 of my dirty 3 that'll be out of the playoffs.
Dirty?
Dirty. Not dirty like illegal. Dirty as in, I was trying to come up with a word for teams I don't want to win them.
I think you could choose a better word.
Dumb. Dumb teams? No. Dastardly. Dingle.
Disliked.
I'll go with that. Because the Dodgers or Phillies will not advance.
True.
So then that will lead. And we all know what's going to happen.
But you'd rather it be the Dodgers not advancing
Yes.
over the Phillies.
Yes. I would far rather it be the Dodgers not advancing. I'd rather the Yankees win the whole thing. I'd rather anybody win than the Dodgers. But it's also kind of dumb. I guess it's not dumb because it's by record. It should be this way, but it's just weird the Dodgers and Phillies facing each other.
Yeah, that fit in record-wise.
It did.
Yeah.
One of them teams is going home.
Mm-hmm.
But then you know what's going to happen, dude. The Yankees are going to lose this series. The Dodgers will beat the Phillies. And then it's going to be like, oh, my goodness, 3 of the 4 teams remaining. 3 of the 4 teams. I'd be good with any of the 3 of the 4 teams remaining winning. This is amazing. And then Clayton Kershaw's retiring. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. And the Dodgers win. Clayton Kershaw's crying. There's his family. That's going to be the whole. That I just did. I just told you.
You just did the World Series.
To the World Series.
You told us the future. Okay.
I had Avery up this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It's her birthday.
It is her birthday. Yeah,
It's not my birthday.
I'm now the father of an adult.
Oh.
I have an adult kid, literally.
So she's taking care of herself.
No, but it was funny because all this adult, like, she had a bunch of, like, she has her little
Was she different?
No. Nope. Same old. Nope. I told her, pick your birthday cake, right? We'll make We'll make a cake. We'll do whatever. We'll go get one. What do you want? You want basket? She used to love those Baskin Robbins ice cream cakes, right?
Oh, who doesn't?
Right.
Yeah, good choice.
Now, of course, she does research, man.
Do your own research.
She does her own.
You taught her
research.
that.
And we end up driving across town to a Whole Foods because she saw a cake there. To be fair, it was actually I'm not going to lie. That was a really good cake. I think if I was rich, I would shop at Whole Foods a lot. I'm not rich. So I bought.
You could be.
If if I shopped at Sharif's?
If your daughter, if your daughter went to a
your kid went to American River.
Great point, dude.
Think about if she went to American River and you took all the money you're spending on the school now and just put that
into Whole Foods,
into a bank.
Don't think that doesn't happen to me. Where I'm like, it's already happening. Where I think about the money we've spent so far, and like what cool things we could do with that.
Yeah,
but also think about how much money you've saved too. Like it could be more expensive.
Yeah, you got creative.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, it's like when you see those things on, if you had saved this amount per month at this age, you'd be this rich at this age. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Why did you tell me when I was that old?
I know, I can't turn back time.
Like if I took her tuition and I just put it into like some, decent performing stock.
Yeah.
And I put that in every month for 4 years. It might actually be better for her.
Hmm.
Just have her
say this will be your present at the end of the 4 years.
Here you go. Here you go. Way to start off. Yeah, so then she forgot when her plane took off last night. So she got on the plane. She got to boarding 2 minutes before boarding started. And at least she was honest. We're in the car, and I was like, why? She goes, honestly, I thought you guys would tell me because that's what always happens. Well,
is she going to make it?
You mean in life or home?
In this world.
Yeah, I sometimes I go, like she showed us her first little mini movie, like a 4-minute movie that she did. I'll show you guys during a break at some point. And I go, oh, you know what? This is going to work out. Like, okay. And then sometimes
it was okay.
I see her in the kitchen sticking her finger in the cottage cheese and just eating it. I'm just.
You're like, that's me.
I'm like, that's my cottage cheese, and I'm allowed to do that. We'll see, Jason. It's a coin flip. We'll take a break. When we come back,
good luck.
Safer out. Yankees, Philly. Well, really, let's just be honest. We're going to talk about baseball playoffs, and we're going to talk about the atmosphere. We're going to talk about the energy. We're going to talk about runs. I guess we're going to talk about American Energy, who apparently really wanted to have a live read.
Yeah, they did.
During this segment.
They're anxious.
They are very, very anxious. American Energy heating and air? Nope. American Energy Home Pros? Yes. And again, that's not poetry. They're not going to come out to your house and read sonnets and stuff. It's not that kind of prose. It's pros as in professionals. Yes, they are. They are professionals that have been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau rating, which you can't get, but you just can't get better than that. You can't. And now they've added plumbing. Shower drain not draining like in my house because your wife sheds and hair goes down the thing, even though you have one of them little, what are they called, things over the drain with the holes in it to catch.
Set the screen.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a German shepherd that yells at me. Either way, it clogs up, and when Drano doesn't work, call American Energy Home Pros. They will fix all your plumbing needs. No, by the way, they're still doing heating and air conditioning with the days getting chillier. You may want to get that furnace checked out. It's not only the right thing to do and the tasty way to do it, it's also very, very safe. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy. Making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break when we come back. Safer Out next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Yeah, we had a little dogfight at the house over the weekend, and it was over food. And Gracie, the psychotic, she had Nacho, the little tiny Chihuahua, right? Who has an attitude, let's be honest. Nacho talks a lot of garbage.
Okay.
For how small she is.
Doesn't back it up.
Usually she doesn't eat. She just shows her teeth. She'll growl. And Gracie, because I was telling you, she's so old, she gets wet food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gus and Gracie get dry food. And Gracie's and Nacho's like a prison dog. She scarfs that stuff down like she's locked up, man. And Gracie is obsessed with it and wants it so bad. She wants this food. And we were on the couches, and all of a sudden we just hear this rustling, and Gracie's got Nacho. Gracie must have just gone nuts. She has Nacho pinned there, going back and forth. And then here's a picture, Jason, of Gracie's got blood on her white coat. It wasn't her blood. It was she took a little chunk out of Nacho's leg. And
let there be blood.
Yeah. So,
Voodoo.
Yeah. French bulldog. So Nacho's going to be fine, but she's limping a little bit. We checked her out. So my daughter made her, she took like a little duffel bag, and because she's having trouble getting up and down the stairs. So she made a little duffel bag, and she put a bunch of her blankets in it and a couple of toys, and now we carry Nacho around in the duffel bag and just kind of set her. She just wants to be on a perch and look over everything and growl at it. So, yeah, kind of a mash unit at the house right now. We'll be okay, though.
Okay.
Safe or out, question 1.
The Yankees gave up 23 runs in 2 games and are 0-2 to the Blue Jays. Jason, safe or out? Woof.
That's a safe.
That's a big time safe.
The Yankees are nacho.
Yes. Both in the same
If you had told me, I know it was kind of way after the fact when the game was basically over yesterday, but that the Yankees would get, I don't know what they ended up, 10 hits, 7 runs? Like, oh, they're a winning game, too. If you told me beforehand, 10 hits and 7 runs. Yeah, they got it with Max Fried pitching. Man. So, when you don't, that's the one thing that's kind of cool about playoffs. Like, so when they were playing the Red Sox, I watched all the games. You kind of get into it. You learn more about the Red Sox, kind of like what they did all season, just kind of the team they are. So now they're playing the Blue Jays. The guy they had starting yesterday, I'm like, oh, the Yankees should be able to hit this guy. Who's this guy?
Right.
And then just how filthy they were talking about how this guy's one of the best prospects. He's got the best splitter in baseball. I'm like, wait, really? He's 22. How? What? How? Not unfair. And then the Blue Jays
unfair.
Put the ball in play more than any team. That's their whole MO is they don't strike out. They just put the ball in play. And then that's what they did. They just kept putting the ball in play, put the pressure on the other team, and you can see why they won so many games. But it's interesting that fact that you had about how many games they won at home. Are they up to something?
Are they up to something?
Or maybe they're just good. And by the way, one of their best players isn't playing in Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
You were talking about Trey Savage.
Yeah, that guy.
Interesting post-game interview, I thought, on the speakers, if you will.
Canadians don't give curtain calls to just anyone. How did you feel about being told to come back out here and acknowledging this fan base?
It was awesome. You guys are rocking. The city's awesome. And I love you guys.
Trey, this is not an easy franchise to face. 11 strikeouts, 8 via that splitter of yours. You made Kevin Gossman awfully proud, I'm sure. At what point in the game did you feel like you really had a good feel for that split?
I mean, from the start, racking up the whiffs, racking up the Ks, offense behind me putting up runs, confidence was through the roof.
Your parents, Dave and Cheryl, your brother, Cole, they're here. They were nice enough to have me speak with them during our broadcast. Your dad and your mom were really emotional when I asked them what it was like to see their little guy out there on the mound. It takes a village. Tell me what's going through your mind knowing that you've got the most important people in your lives here to watch this historic performance.
For my people, they're the reason I'm here right now. And I couldn't love them more. Mom, Dad, Cole, Chase, you're at college. I love you guys.
Go back to school.
All right, go to bed.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was well done. That was very, very, very well done. God, I don't know. I was looking at the dad the whole time. Like, how are you keeping it together?
I don't think he was.
I think towards the end, I would have been like a ball of slime on the floor. Mom was letting him go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's a great moment. I mean.
Good for you.
I know, right? You're like, yeah, great moment.
Let's play more of that stuff.
Question 2.
The Phillies and Dodgers play game 2 tonight in Pennsylvania. Safe or out, this is a must-win for Philly.
From the 916, David Jason, excuse me, the 209, I should have known. David Jason, while you guys are watching college football and Major League Baseball, I watched the Scooby-Doo Marathon on Boomerang. So who won Saturday?
Well, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddlesome kids.
That's exactly right. It wasn't for you meddlesome, you savage, and your family.
Yeah.
You know, the whole
Scooby-Doo's still good? I guess it must be.
I haven't watched Scooby-Doo in forever.
Zoinks?
Yeah, I was into Scooby-Doo like any other kid was.
Yeah.
I won't ever forget though the day when I was, I think probably a late teenager, early 20s, when I realized, oh, okay, it's made in the 60s. It's a talking dog. He and the Shaggy's a stoner. They just eat dog. They always have the munchies.
What's going on in that van?
Yeah. What is it? The Mystery Machine? You know, Daphne and Fred are, you know, solving their own mysteries, and Shags and Scooby are getting high, and I don't know what the hell Velma was.
Yeah, what was Velma about?
You know what you always felt like? I know this is gonna be really weird. I always felt that if the cartoons were all a universe, I feel like Velma and Marcy from Peanuts would have ended up together. Like, that to me is a couple. Like, Marcy, everybody thinks Peppermint Patty and Marcy ended up together. I think Marcy and Velma, and I think they have a lot of similar tastes in clothing and color coordination. And all that. Yeah, so I would say it's a must-win for the Phillies. You can't go down 0-2 to the Dodgers and then go back to all that. You can't. They got to win.
And then maybe if the Dodgers do win, we could play a bunch of Dodger celebratory stuff.
If they win? Yeah. You know.
You see that great interview they had? It was awesome.
Also, can we acknowledge Yes Savage is kind of a pretty dope sports name.
Yes Savage?
Yes Savage. Expired. Yeah. Hey, what's up, you savage? That's great. If it was if the guy's name.
I think it's something else and they turned it into that.
Right? What if it was Trey, you coward? That wouldn't be great. You doofus. Not a great picture. You savage? Come on, man.
Might have been how he was referred to in some houses.
Right?
Yeah.
Safer out? You? Phillies? Must win tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go out. They can win the next 3. They're that good.
Oh. Over the Dodgers?
Yeah, your Dodgers. You love LA.
Ew, gross. Third down. Third base. Number 3.
Safer out. The best division series so far has been the Mariners and Tigers.
It has been pretty fun. I mean, it has. It's been close. It's been unsung heroes and some. Are there sung heroes? There are.
Yeah.
Is that
Savage?
Hey, does that mean when they say unsung heroes? Do you think that's from heroes would have songs written about them and people would sing about them, and then there's somebody who was a hero but they didn't?
We don't need another hero.
We don't need a.
When a hero comes along, I need a hero.
So you say that a hero. I'm trying to think of the Nickelback one from Spider-Man with Josie from Saliva. And they say that a hero will save us. I'm not going to stand here and wait. It's a banger.
Mm-hmm.
You're the king of the heroes. I need a hero. You said that one, right? Hero sandwich?
It's pronounced hero.
Hero. Mount Hero more.
Shima?
Just literally was going to say that, dude. It was a good series, though. Check it out.
The 2-0. Swing, fly ball, driven deep, driven back, left field, gone! Jorge Polanco!
Hey, that's a great call, but is it just me, or did he start off when I think he said driven deep. Sounded like he was telling a scary story.
The 2-0. Swing, fly ball, driven deep.
With the light driven deep. Spooky.
Them beating Tarek Skubal, too, is pretty.
Yeah, and he was good. He had a bunch of strikeouts in that game.
Yeah, Castillo looked good at home, as he tends to be.
Suggesting they're up to something.
Just saying.
Unsung hero has ancient context. Some believe the concept of the unsung hero is rooted in the ancient practice of poets singing the praises of heroes in epic poems or odes like those of the Greek poet Pindar.
What an ode.
I feel like that's kind of what we said. Ode to B. McDowell.
Yeah, I'll give you that to you. I think you're right.
Ode to be, isn't that a college? Ode to be something?
Probably.
Ode to be oh no, that's actually Huddersfield. Ode to be a terrier. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Sorry. I was just having a moment because last night, and then I forgot about it. Last night I was looking at talking about Luis Castillo and then how good he was at home. And I was like, wait a minute, did the A's trade him? Because I remember when he was he couldn't pitch at home. That's Luis Severino. I got my Luises mixed up.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a good series.
Luis K.
You're so stupid.
Really, Louise Dreyfus.
Louise. It wasn't. Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Uh-huh.
Louise from Sesame Street. I think there was a Louise on there. Louise. The
Baba Blueies. That was a funny clip Chris sent.
Wait, what?
Didn't you hear the clip that Chris sent to the show? You cannot play it.
I don't feel like I can either, but I'm trying to see if I. Trying to see. Oh, is this the audio clip?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't listen to it. Okay.
Oh, you're definitely going to want to listen.
Yeah.
Okay, I will during the break.
Yes.
I didn't listen to it because I was around my kids all weekend,
Yeah.
and I honestly, I thought, I wasn't sure because I was asking Chris for
You're
things
featured
on
in
Friday.
it.
I am?
Uh-huh.
All
You're
right.
definitely going to want to hear it.
Okay, we'll take a break. When we
Featured.
When we come back, the Raiders. Sorry, Raider fan, but to be fair, we'd have the same energy if you won. Woof, woof, and a meow there. Plus,
Yeah, same energy.
oh, yeah, same energy. Pure energy. Remember saying it?
Energy bar.
Who sang Pure Energy?
Pure energy.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to know what you're
emotion?
thinking. Nope. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to know what you're something. There are some things you can't hide. All right. Well, as we take a break,
New order?
Jason's going to kick himself for not knowing Information Society. We'll be right back after this.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Let's go!
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Footballs are flying, the days are getting shorter, fall is officially here. Will your heater be able to get you through the winter? The heater at Whiteywood shut down last winter, so who did we call? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. We wanted somebody we could trust to do the job right and deliver great value, and Lee's came through. Check them out at leesair.com. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating has built a reputation as the leading HVAC company in Sacramento. We've got a new HVAC system that works great, saves us money month to month. Find out how they can help you at leesair.com. License number 635355.
Listen to the 49ers Red Zone Report daily, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the official pizza of the 49ers. Mountain Mike's Pizza, pizza the way it ought to be.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
on Sacktown Sports.
I know Raider fan will appreciate this. Oh, hold on real quick from the 916. Dave, Chris, or Jason, any of you watching or following the Under-20 World Cup?
I am not.
I'm following it to the extent of about 6 seconds ago, I found out there's an Under-20 World Cup.
Ironically, I'm the one on the show that is.
Who's hosting? What country?
Yeah, yes. I'm sure it's America because we're hosting the one coming up. Right? That makes all the sense in the world. I have I just real quick need some help. It's not an argument with my wife. It's this ongoing issue I have with my wife. And set the screen. My wife is a barefooter. She walks bare feet around the house a lot, right?
What's wrong with that?
And then sometimes she'll walk outside in her bare feet.
Okay.
and it drives me absolutely insane.
Why?
Number of reasons. So when you walk around barefoot, okay, your feet have like certain oils and crevices in them and all that. When you walk outside, you're going to bring whatever is outside. Some of it you're going to bring inside. It's going to be on the carpet. It's going to be, if you put your feet up on the couch, it's going to be on the couch. My thing is like, how hard is it to put sand? Now, look, if you're doing a thing that's specifically barefoot, like swimming, or you're in the grass or whatever, like, cool, do that. And then, you know, clean your feet when you come inside. But she just will frolic outside, setting the screens. And then she comes inside and she walks around in her bare feet. And then my big issue is that then after, like, for example, on a Sunday, after a weekend or a day of outdoor frolicking, like, which is what happened yesterday, she then goes to bed with her outside feet in the bed. And I'm a big believer of bed must be like, bed is clean. Bed is your sanctuary.
With all the dogs.
With all the dogs on top of it, though, not underneath the bed.
Oh.
Right. So as I was getting out of the shower this morning, like, the light kind of shines from the shower area into the bedroom area. And my wife always sleeps, no matter what time of year it is, she always sleeps with at least 1 foot out of the bed. Again, the opposite of me, because everybody knows if you sleep with 1 foot outside of the covers, that's where the clown will pull you under the bed, like in Poltergeist.
All the time it has.
100%. They can't get through comforters.
No.
But if your foot's sticking out,
exposed, and game over. Okay.
I took a picture.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
Wow.
How you doing, Jason?
Okay.
Chris? See that?
All right. Well, two things.
That was in my bed.
So I had one thought, but I'm going to change that thought.
It wasn't in your bed. It was outside the bed.
Yeah. The clown turned it down.
By the way, it's special appearance from Gracie.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm showing the YouTubers.
Okay. Two thoughts. You're going the wrong way. Yeah. One being.
Careful showing it that long to these sickos.
I know. That's a great point.
One being, this actually, I'm going to go with the one I care about more than the one that I think will be more self-serving. You guys aren't a shower before bed. Or at some point in the, like, hey, we're in for the night. Doesn't have to be I'm going to bed in 10 minutes, but like, hey, we're kind of done being outside. It's whatever, 8:30. I'm going to take a shower. I might not go to bed till 11, but
if I'm being honest, 80% of the time I shower before bed.
I'm almost 100%.
Yeah, I almost. I understand.
Because then you're clean and you get into a bed that's hopefully clean.
That's right. That's right.
So those feet could have been what they were, and then clean.
Yes, but that's not what happened. And that's not the first time.
Okay.
Now, that's egregious. Those are incredibly dirty feet.
But my first thought, which isn't, is because once I saw the feet, but what's in your mind the difference of if you were walking around in sandals and shoes, maybe it's shoes that you keep on when you go in the house, or do you not keep your shoes on?
No, we take our shoes off.
At the door, each door. Okay. There you go. Never mind. Which is fine.
But let's go with that. Even if I kept the shoes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Then the shoes would walk all over. Yes.
The stuff you were worried about. Now there's different.
Yeah.
That kind of just looked caked on.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, it was like she was walking around a mud puddle, and then I mean, and I don't, I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, we wiped the dog's paws off.
Yeah. If her hands were like that, she would wash her hands.
That's what I'm saying, man. That is what. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
You see it.
Exactly. I'm not going to read you the text she sent me in response to the picture I sent of that to her.
Set the screen!
She just woke up. She's still at home, so I'm safe. But I just sent her a picture of her feet, and let's just say she says, it's basically if she feels like her trust was violated, and then she invited me to go do something with an ancestor of mine. Chris thought that was funny. Raiders and Colts, and my goodness gracious.
And they give it to him again, and he slices into the end zone. Amir Abdullah. And he spikes the ball into the end zone.
And the Colts have points off of sudden change, and the defense sets up the offense. Abdullah crams the ball across the goal line. 6 more on the board for the Colts.
I know there's more season to go.
There is.
You and I, we're not saying the Raiders are going to the playoffs or, making the Super Bowl or any of that, but I thought they had something going.
I'm with you.
I'll admit it. I thought they did. Again, I don't know if that meant 6, 8, 9 wins.
Yeah.
They're awful.
They are horrible. They're really bad.
And I thought a lot of it would be because of Geno, and he's been so bad.
Leads the league in interceptions.
He'll stabilize them. Pete Carroll's the right hire. Still might be. It just,
Pete spoke about wins.
It's going to start sometime, and then I'm just kind of waiting for that moment where we kick it in. We have the answers. We make the right choices. We make the right plays, the right calls. It's on us, all of us. It's not on the players. It's on all of us to get that right. Myself totally included in all of that. And then we go. And that's how I've always seen it. And I thought it would be last week at home. I thought that we're going on the road and we're going to get it done this week. And I'm going to keep thinking that way. I told them I'm going to keep believing, and I hope that you guys will do the same thing.
There you go. I look, there is a lot of football to go, and it's like preseason college bowls. There's a lot that Pete Carroll and these guys have to do to change a lot of things. It's going badly. It's going terribly. But there is no reason why the season couldn't end. And it's like, you know what? That started bad, but honestly, there's some hope for next year.
Yeah.
They looked pretty darn good. Thoughts on Jesuit going co-ed? Is Jesuit going co-ed?
Oh.
Not a fan. If
Why?
that's true. I think it's okay. I think there can be guys clubs and girls clubs like Rotary and Interwheel. I think it's like if Loretto is where my sister went, right? And it's all girls, or St. Mary's.
Who else switched? Didn't Christian Brothers?
Did
a few
they?
years back?
That was a long time ago.
Was it like 20 years now?
Like, look, if there's...
I think longer.
If there's not... Yeah, it was like when Channel 10 and 13.
Yeah.
Like, if there's no... Like, there's a thing. You have to take each on their own. Like, if there was, like, no good schools for girls and, here's a great one, but it's just the guys and they're going to some crap school, like, okay, like, you got to do something there. But, like, I would have the same... And by the way, I would have the exact same energy if, like, St. Mary... Damn it. I'd have the exact same opinion if like St. Mary's was welcoming boys, or what is it? St.
Francis.
Thank you, St. Francis. I keep saying St. Mary's. Like if St. Francis was like, we're going co-ed, I'd be like, let them be all girls and let them be all boys, and that's fine. You don't have to send your kid there, but if that's your option, great. I personally I always thought that. I went to Rio, right next to Jesuit. In retrospect, like going to old boys school does have its advantages, especially at that age, dude. When it comes to distractions and being idiots, because boys that age are stupid.
I mean, they're going to be idiots regardless.
They're going to be idiots, but I feel like
you're idiots together.
They're going to be idiots together with less idiot opportunity, and then the weekend comes and then they really idiot. I get that, but I don't know. I think it's fine for that. Well, I'm not going to be like, well, there goes Jesuit. Jesuit's done, man. But, whatever. We'll take a break when we come back. 3 for Madness. Let's talk Kings, shall we?
Let's do it.
First preseason game's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you going to be a sleepy tie-tie?
Probably getting started for that journey.
Yeah. Journey? Oh, I thought you meant the band. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Drew Eubanks, top.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Should work in the any way you want at the end, too, right? Like that.
You can sing it.
Yeah. Okay. That's anytime he plays that clip from now on, we will sing the end part.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Any way you want it. Jason, that's well done. That's good producing on your part. We'll take a break when we come back. 3 for Madness next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one.
As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kip Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kip Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sacktown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Hey man, gaining weight, dragging throughout the day, losing your drive? It could be your testosterone. The team at Revive Men's Health Sacramento gets men back on track with the energy and drive they've been missing. Meet Tyler, Revive Men's Health Director of Operations and witness to hundreds of success stories.
I've seen guys come in worn out, discouraged, and just not themselves. A few months into treatment, they're standing taller, speaking with more confidence. It's like watching someone come back to life. Like a light switch gets turned back on. When a spouse says, thank you, I really have my partner back, better than before. That's the moment it all clicks for me. And that's why I do what I do.
Since 2011, Revive Men's Health has helped more than 120,000 men regain their energy and drive. Start your story today with an in-clinic visit or a secure video appointment. Call 916-619-3000 now to book your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation. That's 916-619-3000. Or schedule anytime at ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Sacramento. Buckle up. Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet is dropping one day of insane Milwaukee deals on Saturday, October 18th. Bare tools, batteries, and kits at insanely low prices. All Milwaukee hand tools, tool accessories, and Milwaukee packout boxes will be 20% off. Spend $100 and you'll get a lotto ticket for up to $1,000 off your next order. Again, that's one day only. October 18th at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, 6701 Power Inn Road. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net. Fasteners Inc. Better tools, better prices.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
From the 916, Dave, I'm with you on clean feet. So gross. It's why I hate flip-flop culture. Feet get so gnarled. It's true. It's why I wear around the house, I wear my sandals with socks. Because my feet will get sweaty sometimes, and then when you take your sandals off.
Why not just the socks? If you're in the house, you wear sandals?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Like
outside the house.
Outside, yeah. Because, yeah, and then you have that, like, dark outline of sweat dirt around your feet. It's just...
Again, take the shower before bed. There you go.
Yeah, I can't argue with before bed shower. The problem with before... Here's the only problem with before bed shower. This is true. Is if I take a shower before bed and my hair is still wet when I go to bed, I have to take another shower in the morning or wear a hat because it would be... half of my hair will be roostered up because I slept on it, and it's just there, dude. And it doesn't matter unless I put gel in my hair, which I wouldn't do. That hair is just staying there. It's not going.
What if it's dry?
If it's dry, it's a little easier.
Okay.
But then I got to wet my hair in the morning. Got to. Otherwise, just, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere.
Do you?
I do. I did.
Yeah. We've seen pictures. He had Jason arguably had the best head of hair at the station.
Till I started growing mine. Did my hair steal your hair?
That's a great point.
Is it?
No, it's a terrible point. And Chris, you should stop. 3 for Madness question 1.
My hair took the essence of Jason's hair.
Has to spell.
The Kings' first preseason game is on Wednesday. What are you looking for?
Undefeated.
Yeah.
More points.
I think it's a must-win.
Yeah, more points than the Raptors.
Yes, Toronto's coming in, and
that history between these two.
I just saw an article on Twitter about preseason, how the vibes are up. I mean, I get it. You gotta talk about camp, and I get it. It's not that it's a bad headline. It's just vibes are up. Yes. You know what? Stops vibes? Losing. So, it's good. I'd rather vibes be up. You know what? Do I want vibes up? Vibes up is greater than vibes down. But I kind of want vibes like there's not pressure, but like, I don't know, business-like is good.
Yeah. I mean, we've done this long enough. I'm trying to think, and maybe there was a year, but can you remember, man, we had an awful camp.
So I can't remember an awful camp, but I was thinking it did seem like there was a little bit of tension last year at camp, but it was more of a pressure tension. We were the 3 seed, and then we were definitely not the 3 seed, and now we need to get back to doing things. Like there was a focused pressure, I guess. I keep using it, but this really does have the opportunity on the upside. And we're gonna blue sky this in a second for y'all. It does have an opportunity to be that Top Gun Maverick of seasons for people like me, at least. I have zero positive expectations for that. I have the same type of expectations. People are gonna say, "Well, hold on, Dave. Like there's years where, like the Tyreek Evans years and." Some of those Mitch Richmond years, whatever, where, we were expected to win in the 20s. Like, even the lowest predictions have us in the mid to high 30s, and our over-under is, I think it's 36, 37, 38, whatever it is. This team being 500 is not like some crazy expectation. Remember, like, that was a big deal once upon a time. And that is true. If you look at it over the last 40-plus years, yeah. But I think with this team, there's a combination of it's not just about record, it's about direction. I'm much more focused on what is the direction for the future this team is going to take. I care much more about that this season than I do record. And I'm very, very curious to see where that's going to go. I have no expectations.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like you said, we're going to blue sky this a little bit later, but as far as this preseason and maybe as soon as Wednesday, usually there's a lot more. Well, there's a few new players, but it's how do the rookies look? How do the new players look? I think we're going to see a lot of the same players. So Schroeder's fit to me. I want to see that. Not that one game's going to decide all that, but I guess some of the messaging that's come out of camp as far as trying to be the best conditioned team in the league, trying to pick up full court. Well, are they doing that? And if they're doing that from the get-go, what will that look like in the preseason? What will then presumably that look like for 82 games? So it's the first look at it against another team. That's, it's not an end-all, be-all judgment, but it's our first impression.
Doug Christie's talked about how, and we've seen a little bit of chippiness in practice.
Part of what we're trying to do is iron sharpens iron. So we have to get at each other in an uncomfortable way. And then that teaches you who's in your foxhole, who you're dealing with, so that when you do get in the game, you are prepared for that. We want practice to be difficult in the games to be, the show that people come to see.
In your foxhole.
That's personal.
That's a trade.
Who?
Foxhole. Foxhole. I understand exactly why Doug would feel that way, because one of the legends of his era of the Kings, which is the best era we've ever had, his practices were, that second team would go at it with the first team, and they took it very, very seriously, and they would go at it. And you heard players say, in fact, I think we've had Doug say this a few times, that there were times they could legitimately say that their practices were tougher than some of their games. They actually experienced more difficulty in their practice scrimmages than they did against games against full-on NBA teams. And so when he says iron sharpens iron, that triggered something in my head, because I know that's something some of the players used to say about that. But you still have to have, obviously, they have talent.
Mm-hmm.
We've never questioned the fact that this team, when you break it down individually, is really talented. It's all about the fit,
right,
and a commitment to defense. And those are two things I don't know if a training camp can change. I think it can certainly help stop some of the bleeding in certain places, but we'll see. We'll see a little bit of that perhaps on Wednesday. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Doug Christie says his relationship with Scott Perry is fantastic. Hasn't felt this way since the early 2000s. Does that count for something?
I think so. I do. I think it's important for a GM and a coach to be on the same page. I think it's important for a GM and a coach to have that level of communication, and bringing in guys like Mike Woodson, who've seen and played a ton of basketball, and having that experience. Let's just be honest. Doug is a rookie coach, and Doug's ascension in the coaching ranks, when you compare it to a lot of other folks, like Eric Spoelstra, for example, you can go down the list. Mark Daniel, a lot of guys have had you start out as a coordinator, video coordinator, and work your way up, or you're in college and work your way up, or G League and work your way up. And by the way, I'm not in any way intimating that Doug skipped steps, but it was not that long ago that Doug left us here in the afternoons,
right,
to go start his coaching journey, and now he's one of 30. His rise to head coach has been fairly meteoric, let's just be honest, from a pure time standpoint. Now, here's the fact about Doug, and I say this as somebody talking about Doug that loves him and is rooting for him, as you are too. But here are some things I believe are fact. Doug is a rookie coach. I don't think Doug would be a head coach on any other team. I don't think any other team would have hired Doug to be the head coach. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't think so. I think this is a very unique opportunity. I think not only Doug's coaching, his IQ and how he played and his demeanor, but also being in the right place at the right time with the right franchise. This is the one. So for Doug, and I don't think he thinks this way, but you also have to think about it like this too. He's got to make it work here, because if he doesn't, it may be a long time before he's on another bench as the head guy. You're going to have to go, if that's what he wants to do, come on as an assistant or something and try to work your way up again with, in that case, I'm saying if it didn't go well, that on your resume. So there's a lot of pressure on Doug on top of, trying to change the culture in this team and all that. Well, that's what Scott Perry's trying to do as well. And I don't know if the same thing would go for Scott Perry or not. I don't know how many other teams would hire him as a GM. The Knicks did, and then they moved on from each other. I don't. So you have this battery, if you will, pitcher and catcher, GM and coach, that they may both have the bond in that aspect and say, all right, well, nobody else would believe in us. Let's show them something. And the bar is incredibly low. So I think, being on the same page is a bare minimum for this.
Yeah, and I think, over time, I know Doug has said this, and I've heard Scott Perry say it too, even about Doug, that being what you just addressed, this is new to him. He's starting. He knows basketball. He's been around basketball. He wants to be the coach. But he also knows what he doesn't know, right? Or
yes.
Yeah, and so he's learning these things. He's willing to get input from other people, and Scott Perry's got all these years of experience, and hopefully he's filling in some of those gaps and helping him fill in some of those gaps. But you want those guys, and you're going to get a lot of his knowledge and experience in the way he's framing things to Doug. So I think if you guys are closer on the same page, I don't know why that wouldn't be beneficial. And then when they have maybe differences of opinions, I also think that's okay too.
Yes.
And as long as it's nothing that, dividing them, but it's like, hey, I think we should address this. If Doug is saying, once they've played a handful of games, I think we're missing this position or some depth here or something. And if they're in agreement, that's always helpful. But, you'd rather hear that instead of going, man, I don't even know how they're doing this because these two guys don't get along. That's certainly not the case.
No, not at all. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Also, a lot of people weighing in on the chat. And I think this is a very fair topic. Someone says, feels like Vivek is actually hands off this time. I think I heard he was at a practice last week. I haven't really seen or heard from him much. I haven't really heard from him over the summers. I think he got a new haircut. Seriously, you got kind of like a very short haircut. Yeah, I would say this. Vivek was very hands-on last year, and we haven't even really started the season yet. So let's just hold.
Yeah.
I want that. I don't want complacency on that from the fan base. No, that needs to stay that way, and that could change at a moment's notice. There has been absolutely zero proof or history of Vivek staying hands off for an extended period of time, and but I will say that anytime I've checked in on any of that, it's Scott Perry has complete autonomy, and just wouldn't go for it. He's been around too much. Obviously the owner has a voice, and every owner has a voice. Of course, that there's nothing wrong with that. But ultimately, Scott's going to do what Scott thinks is best, and obviously explain it and present his side. So that's where that's at right now. I would just say this. That's where that was at with Monty this time last year, too. They had a very good relationship, and things were great, and Monty's got full autonomy, and that's not how last year went at all. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
Drew Eubanks says this is the toughest training camp he's ever been through, and the Kings are his 6th team. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I think so. As long as nobody gets injured. You know, that would be the only thing that pops into my head. I mean, look, training camp should be tough. They should be. Training camp should be tough, regardless of the sport. You're breaking down an off season of, and look, these guys aren't sitting around eating cheesy poofs all summer and playing video games, but you got to not only get back into shape, but that is one thing where, as a coach or a coaching staff, that is one place where you can actually create an advantage over other teams. Is you're in better shape. Now, you're not going to be able – the Warriors aren't doing that. You know, you have to be careful with age, and you don't want to run guys too far into the ground. But with the Kings, they're not one of the younger teams in the NBA by any stretch of the imagination, but they're also not excessively old. You got DeMar DeRozan, who is older, but Sabonis and Levine and Murray, and they're all late 20s or 30. Schroeder is in there as well, but Schroeder just seems like he's got a motor that never stops.
Right.
Yeah, run these guys. Run them all over the place. Get them in great cardio shape. Make that the difference in the fourth quarter when other teams are missing jump shots because of the pace of the game. And also, I would say this, it's a tough training camp. Is that going to match your playing style?
That's it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and if the playing style, like they said, again, these are their words coming out of camp, want to be the best conditioned team, want to try to pick up full court. If that's what's making part of training camp difficult, then you're succeeding, right? Because you want the game to feel like another practice, like another workout. Like, hey, look, we've done something that's harder than this in practice in our own gym against each other than the Raptors, than the Lakers, than the T-Wolves, whoever they're playing. So that's what you want. It doesn't always come out that way, but, yeah, I like hearing that.
I love hearing it. They've got to – they got to establish some sort of identity.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of what they're trying to do.
I agree.
We talked about blue skying this season. And, we'll have our previews and all that over the next couple weeks. I think a blue sky here is a low to mid 40s winning team, 40 to 45. And I think a hard-fought first-round series, and I don't say that dismissively. I think that would actually be quite the experience. When it comes to specifics, Dennis Schroeder is able to. Yeah, remember we're used to seeing De'Aaron Fox as the point guard of this team for the last 7-8 years. It's going to be different. Dennis Schroeder's not De'Aaron Fox. Now they can distribute about the same, but he's not that quick. He's not that strong. They did not get De'Aaron Fox replacement. There aren't that many, if any at all. They got Dennis Schroeder, but Dennis Schroeder's he's a vet. He knows what he's doing. Same thing with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. You'll have Keegan at the 4, Sabonis at the 5, and then hopefully you'll have a very, very, very strong bench. And a bench can help you. Having a strong bench can carry you through some tough times. But just when you look at the starting 5, Schroeder, DeRozan, LaVine, or LaVine, DeRozan, Keegan at the 4, Sabonis at the 5. I think you can take Sabonis at the 5. That's a plug and play. Just leave that alone. Same thing kind of with Schroeder at the 1. You can take the bookends, and you kind of know what they're going to do. DeRozan's going to DeRozan. He's going to do his mid-range. He's going to average 20-something points a game. He's going to give you 4 boards and 4 assists on pretty decent percentages. I think really when it comes to the starting lineup, Jason, I'm fairly confident. I don't think Schroeder, Sabonis, or DeRozan are going to surprise us unless it's bad. I think it's almost certain you know what they're going to do. What are LaVine and Keegan going to do? And we talk a lot about Keegan. I actually got a text from a friend of ours in the media who sent me earlier today, sent me the interview we did with Keegan, kind of quoted that and said, I interviewed him yesterday. It's like he's a different person. He's completely found, his personality. Obviously, it had anything to do with making threes, but maybe he's a little more aggressive this year. Maybe that change helps on the floor. Maybe he does take that leap, but we've been saying that for a while now. I think it's really Zach LaVine. I'm really curious to see in a year where he didn't get traded, in a year, and we alluded to this in our training camp interview with him, he had some off-court stuff going on that was pretty heavy for a while, family stuff. And in a year where he's kind of not living out of a hotel room, he's at a camp to fit in. And then also you've heard Scott Perry and Doug Christie, I think, either allude to or say to this, some form of, hey, everybody's making fun about the fact that we're the Bulls West, but what they don't include is that when Lonzo Ball, who's a true point guard, was healthy, and DeRozan and Levine were on that team, they were actually a pretty damn good team in the Eastern Conference. So I think that's a big X factor. I think a lot of people think they know what they can expect out of Levine, but I could see a completely different level of season from him this year.
Yeah, and if you look at what he was doing in Chicago, he was having one of his best seasons he's ever had, and he had moments here. He now needs to make those into consistent style of play. So I think when we're looking at this, to me, to blue sky it, I think there's a couple things that are unknown to me at this point. I think we've all said this, and we even used this comp last year when we looked at the eventual champions OKC during the year. Remember we were saying, like, if you look at OKC's roster, like SGA is terrific. Yeah. Jalen Williams turned into a good player. Holmgren was developing. You're like, I mean, is this the most talented team? It's really good, but the fit just made sense.
Yes.
You look at this team, the Kings, and you go, I see a decent amount of talent. We're questioning fit probably more than anything. So the unknown part of it is there are a few new pieces. There's a brand new coach and general manager and kind of seemingly a little bit of a different philosophy. Will that marry better? And I don't know this answer, but like if we're trying to blue sky it and go, hey, a real commitment to defense, to conditioning, to picking up full court. If you're trying to blue sky, maybe that's the secret sauce. Yes. I don't know that is.
Right.
Because I question the fit of the players that they have, but I see the talent enough. So the other part, I would say, if we're blue skying it, if we go back to the first Beam team, that was what, a 48-win team that won 3 or got to the 3 seed?
Yes.
They got a lot of help.
Yes.
And the help was injuries and or trades around.
And health.
And their own health was good. But injuries around the league, around the West, and a few teams made massive trades that didn't really change their teams that much. So you probably are in a situation, if you're blue skying it, where you need some things to not go as well for some teams that we expected to go well for. And, does a team or two like run out and get to 60 wins? Well, no one's expecting the Kings to get there.
Sure.
But is that 44 to 47 range all of a sudden, no, that's more like a 4 seed? Or is that a 12? Who knows what that number is? So I think there's all of that you've got going on. And then just the I think what they're ultimately, I think we got Scott Perry in here today. I think ultimately what he wants is an identity formed by the end of the year. And I think some new players like showing themselves like this is kind of the next wave of Kings. And that's like a Clifford or Carter or whoever else, like, hey, we're going to also now start building around these guys because I think their best players right now are their veterans, and that's okay.
Yep.
But, you're not – DeRozan's not going to be here for 10 years, and I don't know that anybody is, but you know what I mean? Like the next 3 years you're going, oh, no, these are the guys that we're going around. And I think if they can identify all of that, that's awesome. Now, I know fans want more wins, as do I, but I think the front office blue sky might be different than the fan base blue sky.
I agree with you. And I'm on the front office side, especially if they make the smart
If you
moves.
get the answers.
That's right. We'll take a break. When we come back, very quick break, by the way, so don't go away. We're going to get a word from Gonzalez Law and Jason Ross. And then, sorry, Jay, we got to go through the baseball playoffs. We got audio from the Yankees, Blue Jays, Mariners, and Tigers. We'll do that next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Hey, we all know that we appreciate that we have our rights, certain rights, correct? Well, how about if something happened in your past that's still following you around, a mistake you made that you just can't quite clear off your record, or it's keeping you from some rights or some things that you're trying to do? Well, how about an expungement? That's something that can be done, can be removed from your record, and you get some of those rights and privileges back. Well, that's someone can help you with that, and that is Jonathan Gonzalez from Gonzalez Law, right here in Sacramento in downtown. SacLegalDefense.com or 916-304-9187. He has helped many people in these exact situations that are trying to get some of their things back in order. But maybe you have been through a car accident, a wrongful termination case, a sexual harassment case, a criminal defense, whatever it might be. If you feel like you need representation, I'm strongly encourage you to contact Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. Again, local, right here in town, and has got years of experience doing this at a high level and helping many, many people around our community. So go to SacLegalDefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
I'm Scott Hansen, host of NFL Red Zone. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. We've got you covered with outdoor power equipment from Cobalt and everything you need to weatherproof your deck with Trex decking. Plus, with lawn care from Scott's and, of course, Pit Boss grills and accessories, you can get a home field advantage all season long. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Everybody knows that Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is the spot to get yourself a brand new car. That's why people are coming from all over. Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville. But they also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes and models, every one of them top quality, hand-selected by General Manager Chuck Dean. Over 70 vehicles below $30,000, over 25 below $20,000. You can see that full lineup at SacSuperstore.com, and if you find a lower price somewhere else, they'll match it. And on top of that, the best car buying experience anywhere. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. There was a question online that was a fun rabbit hole to go down. What director had the best run of movies? You know, it was supposed to be 3, but everybody chooses, 4 or 5, whatever. And a lot of it was Sergio Leone or Francis Ford Coppola or the Coen brothers or,
Ari Aster.
Yeah, a lot of that. I don't know, Jason. In a row. These are consecutive movies. Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men. Rob Reiner. That's
good.
That's pretty damn good.
It's weird that he did A Few Good Men.
It really is. And then I don't know if you've ever seen, what's his name? Kevin Pollak on. He goes on Rich Eisen all the time, and he's told some stories about Jack Nicholson, Rob Reiner, and just the way everything went down in A Few Good Men. All good stories, but just the way Nicholson just nailed the. He's gone over the courtroom scene quite a few times. And, of course, that movie was made possible because of the incredible script rewriting by Aaron Sorkin, who's the master of the monologue. But I don't know, man. Like, it's probably Spielberg. It's probably, like, when you start with Close Encounters and 70 whatever and go all the way to Jaws and E.T., Indy Jones, all that stuff. Like, it's pretty tough to beat Spielberg. But that's it. All of those movies, well, at least 4 of the 5 are like all-time classic movies, right? And then I don't know the name of the director. Somebody brought up, damn it,
Quentin Tarantino.
No, it wasn't. Although they did. No, it was whoever did. It was like Predator. Die Hard. I forget what the third one was, but they're both still going with sequels like all these years later.
Yeah. Success.
Yeah. I mean, George Lucas had a couple decent ones. James Cameron, I've heard, is good.
The True Lies director?
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Ish.
Entertaining.
True Lies is incredibly. It's one of them. True Lies and Rocky IV are I put them all in that category of like, these are not the best movies. I fully admit it. They're so damn rewatchable though. They're the fluffy blanket that's been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your best blanket, but you just grab it more than any other blanket.
The truth serum scene in True Lies is one of those few scenes where no matter when I see it, I laugh every single time.
Every single time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going to grab this, whatever it was, and I'm going to stick it through your eye. And that was the thing about that movie that got me the most is that, I mean, you talk about Top Gun Maverick and lowered expectations. Like, Tom Arnold was actually good. and what we don't remember is that at the time when he got the role, he was super duper star successful Roseanne Barr's husband who was trying to Yoko Ono his way into the acting world, and everyone was like, what is this guy getting? Whose blank did she blank to get Tom Arnold in this role?
No, she just divorced him because the scene where he goes, she took the ice cube trays. That was in real life. That wasn't in the script. He brought.
No one had expectations. No one had it. And then turns out he's actually, has he done anything really since?
He was in Carpool. He was in Big Bully.
Oh.
I think he's in something recent.
He used to do that show, the sports show or whatever. Remember the...
the best damn sports show, period. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. I always wonder with guys like that if what would happen if you put him in like a super serious movie. It's like the league, could he hold his own with like Daniel Day-Lewis? Like, remember when we saw Jerry Jones in with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Like, could Tom Arnold pull? Are there acting chops in there we don't know about? I don't know, Jason. 1-800-912-11.
He plays Senator Rufus in Airplane 2025.
Is Airplane 2025? Yeah, is that like a this year version of an Airplane movie? That'd be great.
Never even heard of it.
Well, if Tom Arnold's in it, and there's not even a link for it on Wikipedia, I'm not thinking it's the best.
Airplane 20.
You're not thinking it's the best. It might be great.
It's actually really, really good. The Toronto Blue Jays, Jason Ross. Let's just get to it, dude. 23 runs in 2 games.
It's too many runs. They did not kick the extra point.
No. Like, that's... I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I mean, look, it's not like this. It's not like the Blue Jays are like some Cinderella team. They're a good team.
They were the 1 seed.
But dang, it's their offense, and as you mentioned, they don't even have Bo Bichette. Was absolutely and has been absolutely crazy. Here's another home run.
2-2. Varsho drives in, right field, Judge curling back, it's out of here again. 2-run homer, 11-0 lead, thanks to a Dalton Varsho blast. We're still in the 4th.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Yeah, I love the Canadians. Here's Vladdy Guerrero with the big knock.
Righties 2-1. Swinging a deep drive, left field. That ball is soaring out of here. A grand slam. You will not wake up from this dream right now. The Blue Jays lead 9-0 on a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grand slam.
So they outscored them 7-4 after that. The Yankees did.
Yes, they did. Did you feel at any point watching that where you were like,
No.
I felt like you felt very similar to how I felt watching the Florida State-Miami game. Florida State outscored them 19-0 in the 4th quarter, but it was I felt like your runs late and my 19 points late were the Sacramento Kings patented banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking, and this would get back to being more optimistic, was like, okay, well, they didn't hit in game 1. They got a bunch of hits in game 2 after finally getting, going. But I go, well, is there any carryover to that? I mean, that's the only thing I was thinking, like, all right, maybe their bats will be better in game 3 and 4 based off the last couple of innings in game 2. But that's being hopeful.
Aaron Boone said this.
You get the fumble, and it seemed like things went downhill after that. And that's something that we can't let happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it seemed like the wind was let out of us in that situation. And I got to figure out a way to get our guys going.
He sounds different in Canada.
He sounds, in Canada, weirdly enough, he sounds like New York Jets head coach Aaron Glenn.
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
Well, let's see if you can hear this
Which
in his
Aaron?
voice. This is Aaron Boone.
Guess the Aaron.
Guess the Aaron.
Have to look back and see a couple of but didn't seem to have the same command. Probably not getting pitches to where he wanted to get them. Life and everything seemed fine, but just they obviously had some hard contact. They were able to find some holes with their contact, but just not as sharpest, obviously.
That was Aaron Boone.
That was Aaron Boone.
Yeah.
We're going to go down the list of Aarons.
Okay.
Matt, we got 3 in a Mount Aaron more.
Okay.
Here's Judge, and let's see if he has any baseball cliches to talk about.
It's the postseason. Anything's going to happen. You never know if it's going to be a pitcher's duel till the end or if, offenses are going to explode early on. So they've been able to do that both games and kind of put us at bay early when they were able to put up, 6, 7, 8 runs. First couple innings makes it tough to kind of climb back as an offense, but it doesn't phase us offensively. We still climb back tonight a little bit, but we got to kind of take it to them. When we get back to New York, we got to be the ones to score first and kind of put the pressure on them and kind of flip the script.
They put him at bay.
Yeah. At bay. Yeah, if you're the Yankees in that situation, all you can do is say, okay, 23 to 8 or 9, or
kind of
23 to
irrelevant.
22.
Yeah.
We're down 0-2.
Yep.
We have to win 3 straight. That's it. We got to win 3 straight, and that Yankee crowd will be out there tonight going nuts. That's a tough place to play in the postseason, man.
It is. Yeah, I mean, and the reference will be, look, it was a smaller series. Boston won game 1. The Yankees had to win the next 2. They did. Certainly wasn't easy. But you just, I mean, this is a cliche. They just have to worry about game 3.
Yes. Yeah, you can't worry about games 4 and game 5.
If you do win it, it's just one. And then all of a sudden, it does change the feel of your clubhouse and just the fan base and everything. It's like, okay, everybody's won at home. You would then have game 4 at home. And if you did that, now you got to figure out one time how to win in Toronto. But that's Toronto's in great position.
They really are. They really are in great position. Not so for the Mariners and Tigers. They're all knotted up at 1. Here's a Jorge Polanco solo shot.
The 2-0. Swing, fly ball, driven deep, driven back, left field, gone! Jorge Polanco!
1-0. Still that way. That was in the 4th. Still that way a couple innings later. And Jorge Polanco steps to the plate.
Swung on, blasted, left field. This is going to go. He's done it again. It is gone. Jorge Polanco, his 2nd of the game into Edgar's. This place erupts, and the Mariners lead 2-0. Unbelievable.
Nice hit, Polanco Nino. Yes. The Tigers would tie it back up at 2. And then
Tigers.
Tiegers. And Julio Rodriguez said, hey, bottom of the 8th, enough of this crap.
And the 1-0 pitch, swinging a line drive, left field line, fair ball, into the corner. Cal Ronnie third being waved in. He's bringing home the mail. Julio in at second with an RBI double, and the Mariners have the lead, 3-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
That would hold 1-1 going back to Detroit. Detroit did what they needed to do. They got to win. But it's also not like the NBA. Like anybody can win on the road. Anyone can win at home. It's a good series, though. It's a good series.
Yeah, and I think 2 good baseballs. I mean, Seattle they were going electric there. That was good atmosphere. And Detroit, from just the wheels falling off to finding a way to beat the Guardians to now, they're still in good position. Look, they got the split. They're going home. They're probably bummed that they didn't win the School Bowl game, but that's okay.
First, speaking of Trey Savage, real quick.
We weren't.
First pitcher in baseball history with 11 strikeouts while allowing no hits through the first 5 innings of a playoff game.
That's cute.
I'm just saying it's impressive. Doesn't mean, it's great.
You're right.
Just, what Vladdy Guerrero did, that was swaggy. And your guy, Dave Sims, he wasn't happy. Yeah. Your guy, Dave Sims.
Perfect call.
He wasn't happy.
So you got Jimenez at third, Straw at second.
Can I say this? I actually, you're being serious. I think it's a perfect call.
Yeah.
It is.
It describes his emotion, Yankee fans' emotion. It's the Yankee broadcast.
Absolutely. And I think the whole thing from top to bottom, I think so many announcers try to do way too much and fill way too much in. And this dude did exactly what he should do. It's a little on the homer side, but that's okay. He's the homer announcer. But I think it's actually more admirable to be more homer when things are going bad than good. In other words, like he's going to be more negative here because he's pissed. I think fans appreciate that. And then listen to how long he lets it lay out or just lets the crowd sound take over after the call.
So you got Jimenez at third, Straw at second, Springer at first, 1 out. Guerrero at the dish at a 2-1 count. He's looking on load right here. 2-1. Pitch. He did. Deep drive, left field, grand slam.
Well, they can't get Vladimir Guerrero out in that one, as we just said. That's not optimal to have to pitch to Vladdy with the bases loaded. 415 feet went out of this building at 111.
And that was radio.
That was
which is pretty amazing. Susan Waldman.
Susan Waldman.
And you even heard her at the beginning. Oh,
yeah.
Like whenever the home run happened.
Yeah. 19 seconds he laid it out. And honestly, I think he probably would have laid out a little longer.
Yeah, she jumped in. But I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, 19 seconds is enough. We'll take a break. When we return, more NFL notes, including the dumbest loss
ever.
It's in the conversation, man. Your Arizona Cardinals, Christopher Ladd. Right back after this.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sacktown Sports.
Oh, my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Malik Monk, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Hey, man, gaining weight, low energy, lost drive? It could be your testosterone. Revive Men's Health Sacramento helps men get their edge back. Meet Tyler, Revive Men's Health Director of Operations.
When men start treatment, it's not just their labs that change. You see it in their posture, their energy, and how they walk into the room. That's why I do what I do.
Call 916-619-3000 now to book your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation. That's 916-619-3000. Or schedule anytime at revivemenshealth.com.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in L.A., red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Sacramento. Buckle up. Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet is dropping one day of insane Milwaukee deals on Saturday, October 18th. Bare tools, batteries, and kits at insanely low prices. All Milwaukee hand tools, tool accessories, and Milwaukee pack-out boxes will be 20% off. Spend $100 and you'll get a lotto ticket for up to $1,000 off your next order. Again, that's one day only. October 18th at Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, 6701 Power Inn Road. For more info, visit fastenersinc.net. Fasteners Inc. Better tools, better prices.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and vocal.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
The Arizona Cardinals, for perhaps the dumbest loss in NFL history. They had a 21-6 fourth quarter lead
against a winless Titans team.
Yeah, it wasn't even against, like, a good team. They fumbled crossing the goal line to go up 28-6. And then they fumbled an interception for a touchdown. And here's for you tweeters or for you YouTubers. Here's how it sounded and looked.
McBride working against Hooker. Just off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown.
That was a little loud. Sounded better when I did that at home. It was bad, dude. It was so bad. And I you saw Coach Gannon go over to what's his face, the running back.
Oh yeah, DeMarcado.
Yeah, DeMarcado, Amari DeMarcado, right? Who I just we're seeing this. I don't know if I want to call it an epidemic, but we're seeing this happen more and more and more. And I remember Deshaun Jackson was the first one I really saw do it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we had the Leon Lett,
but at least that was poked away,
right?
Like, yeah.
And I don't know why this keeps happening. I don't know why coaches aren't just like, dude, if you do that, you're straight up benched. And I don't know why a guy like DeMarcado, I know he's not thinking this way, but like, bro, you worked your way up and then James Conner goes down, which is why you even have this opportunity. And this is what you do. That's what you do.
Right. And I don't know what the urge is to get rid of the ball so quick. I mean, just these are things that, get in there, do the celebration with the ball, make it part of your pop it open and drink from it, make it a bomb, make whatever whatever the celebration.
Yes.
It's okay to do.
Yes.
And use it as a prop, or okay, let's get there, get all the way into the end zone, spike it, give it to the ref, give it to a fan. You're in Arizona. You could have run that right up to someone in the first row.
That's right.
But even with that, it was like, well, that was a terrible play, but they're going to win the game.
Yeah.
They're not going to lose that. This is the third straight week. Think about this for the Cardinals. They've lost in the last play.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
The Niners got them on a field goal. The Seahawks got them on a field goal. And then the Titans beat them at the end, in which they should have never had a chance to lose that game yesterday.
They never should have been in that position. Oh, by the way, let's just mention again, they're at home. I mean, this is honestly, and unfortunately for Jonathan Gannon, it reflects really, really, really badly on him. Here's what he had to say after the game.
Did tell him, everybody in there, from staff to the coaches to the players to everybody in there, the clock is ticking. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a number 1 overall pick, a Pro Bowl safety, a third-year head coach, a first-year assistant, it doesn't matter. Like, we have to do a better job to close out games.
I thought he actually, when he went over on the sideline and got in Democato's ear, and he kind of gave him a bit of a hip check or something, also, if you search Democato's name, I will say this. His instant messages aren't looking great right now.
Sure.
The amount of gamblers that lost on that. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. There's a secondary story here, and I am loath to talk about it because I think that when people do stupid stuff like that, they deserve it. And I'm talking about the instant messages. Let me separate that. They deserve the crap they get. I have often said I don't take joy out of it necessarily, but when people are celebrating a sack up 40 or down 42-3, when people are over celebrate, when they do stupid stuff, I don't feel sympathy. Like, dude, be better, right? Mm-hmm. So I it's tough for me to bring this up, but again, you got to call balls and strikes. That was a touchdown, dude.
That's the part that's weird.
They screwed it up.
Yeah, you think you crossed the plane?
I have seen every replay of every angle they have. And here's the rule that has been explained to us many times. Once any part of the ball breaks any part of the goal line, it does not matter what happens after that. Now, you can get excessive celebration. It is 6 points. No ifs, no ands, no buts, unless there was a penalty away from the ball. All bets are off once. Imagine that the ball is a match and the goal line is gasoline and it instantly explodes. Like, once the tip of that ball crosses the tip of the goal line, one speck of chalk, that's it. It's over. I've seen 3 different angles. Now, granted, he's got the ball, like he's holding out the ball and he's holding the ball out. And he's getting ready to, like, a split second later, toss it. But, Jason, I'm showing you the replay right now. And his foot is on the line. The ball is clearly across the line and in his hand. Now, he may be in the process of
losing
it, but he obviously has control over it.
But you've seen quarterbacks, like, direct snap, jump over the line, and like the second it pokes, and then the ball gets poked out. It's like, yeah, but it crossed.
It crossed. That's it. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if it went out of the end zone. Some guy grabbed it from him.
Doesn't matter. As long as the ball crosses the plane, any point of it, while you are holding on to possession.
Yeah. People fly over the pylon. It just gets over. Like,
that's absolutely right.
They lose it going out of bounds. Doesn't matter.
Now, Arizona deserved to lose the game because they were stupid.
Yeah.
But it was a touchdown, and you can't just go, well, it was dumb. So I don't know how the refs screwed that up. I really don't.
Now, I didn't see the play when it happened live, but it was ruled a touchdown, right?
I I didn't see it live either. I honestly don't know. I assume it was.
I heard we played the call, so I assumed it was.
Oh, I
but
got you.
That also could have been the announcer thinking because it looked like a touchdown.
I think that's kind of what it was. That might have been what it was.
Did they go? If it was initially ruled where it wasn't, then because to overturn it is interesting.
Which means you have to have irrefutable proof.
Yeah.
As we break, by the way. Charmed life continues for the Niners, though.
Great weekend for them.
Every team in the NFC West lost, but the Niners, who, of course, beat the Rams. They now, Jason Ross, 5 games into the season, not only do they have sole possession of first place, they effectively have a 2-game lead over everybody in that division because they've swept the division. And with the exception of the Cardinals, the Rams and Seahawks on the road.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue to go around the NFL as we hit the second half of the program. Only 5 weeks into the season, and we have no more undefeated teams. We've also got the secret word. Chris, how is that doing? Are we saying it, or is it being played at some point?
We're saying it.
We're saying the secret word. All right, for
it's a secret.
A pair of tickets to the Kings and Thunder, for a stay at the Kimpton Sawyer, for a $200 gift card. The journey starts next on Sacktown Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-292-0975. 800-292-0975. Again, that's 800-292-0975.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. All this week, we've been giving away a code word to you. Find a place in your phone. You know that one app you have that you put things in that no one else can see? Jason, you showed me that.
Secret.
One word per show. And then a bonus word on Thursday. The journey starts here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you complete it,
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
any way you want it, well, you're going to get Oklahoma City and Sacramento Kings lower level seats on November 7th. You're going to get a stay at the Kimpton Sawyer. You're going to get a $200 gift card to Revival. And what a perfect word to start. Sack. Not something that Nick Bosa did when he was healthy. Not potatoes, as in Sacramento. Today's word is sack. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Stay tuned to Alan. Stay tuned to Whitey. They talked about that on Friday, right? In the afternoons. I'm seeing a lot of texts about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Kyle hates us. Oh, hates us.
Ledbetter or Draper?
Oh, no, Draper, just.
I think Ledbetter hates us.
Yeah, I think so, too. I didn't hear what he said, so Kyle is, I don't know, what's the official, he's going to correspond, but he's going to focus on his Kings duties or whatever. I heard it was because he hates us. Oh. And he was just like, I'm not sharing
That's the real story?
I'm not sharing a studio with these guys anymore. So, I mean, look, you can't take that personally.
Okay.
I don't, much luck. So, but you'll still hear Kyle here, and you'll see him on the Kings broadcast. By the way, there was a point, Jason, in the 37-24 Lions victory in Cincinnati. This is a crazy stat. There was a point in which Jamar Chase, the some say best, some say second best, certainly top 3 receiver in the NFL, led the Bengals in tackles at 3.
Oh, man.
All on Jake Browning interceptions. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it because we are diehard Jake Browning Folsom fans. Like, we're diehards. He ain't it, man. 6 touchdowns, 8 picks. It's just, he ain't it. Not now.
Right.
It's not happening. And the Bengals are a good team. Are they going to win a Super Bowl?
You got there a couple years ago.
Right. And
Burrow.
And Joe Burrow is awesome. Like, we get it. Like, Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Chase Brown is just fine at running back. You got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You got Mike Gesicki also to throw to, who's a safety valve. Noah Fant behind him. There is talent on that team. But my goodness gracious, that is just, it's a different thing. Like, when you go from Joe Burrow and then this happens, that's going to be on the quarterback, because you've seen Joe Burrow do things with the same thing. Now, our guy Travis in the chat is saying, hey, at this point, I'd rather have Aiden O'Connell over Geno Smith. I mean, I get that from looking at the numbers, but you have to wonder, why is it I'm not trying to pile on here, but let's not, you got to look at the whole chessboard, man. certainly Geno Smith is not having a great year. He's
terrible for them.
There's no doubt about that, okay? But why does a guy go from throwing 71 touchdowns and having 33 interceptions, which, by the way, is 33 is still a lot of interceptions. Geno has been, give up the ball from time to time. But why did he go 71 to 33 over the last 3 years with Seattle? That's a very large sample size. And then he just happens to come to the Raiders and he's throwing 9 picks. It might have something to do with the system. It might have something to do. It's Geno. Don't get me wrong. He's made some really dumb throws. But we also don't always understand when we watch, like, our receivers breaking off the wrong routes. Are they turning left instead of turning right? Is he being pressured and being forced to throw crazy passes that he shouldn't be throwing? Like, he didn't just forget how to play football.
Yeah, and you can add some other things up. Again, not excuses. Factors, though. Bowers was out.
Yeah. Bowers been
I just
hurt.
blanked on the other tight end that got hurt a few weeks ago.
Mayer.
It's been out.
Yeah.
But again, still, you're throwing picks. That shouldn't be happening, not with the consistency. The Colts are better than them, but not 40 to, 6? I mean, they weren't even competitive in the game.
They really weren't. I mean, they were not competitive.
Yeah.
And when we started this season, and this is why...
They won week 1, right? Beat the Patriots, which now looks like even better win.
Beat the Patriots in New England.
Right. So you're like, hey, there's something here.
Then New England goes and beats Buffalo in Buffalo to make them they were the final undefeated team.
Yeah. That's got to, I like it that we're only 5 weeks in. That's done. The Dolphins didn't even really have to celebrate much.
No, they did not at all.
It's like, we don't even really pop the champagne. It's over.
You go from beating the Patriots 20-13, and then on the same night the Patriots beat the Bills in Buffalo, you lose earlier in the day to Indianapolis. And when we were looking at the schedule to start the season, if you had to predict those first 5 games and you were being nice to the Raiders, I would have said, okay, they beat New England, they beat Chicago, they beat Indianapolis. Those would have been 3 wins with the Chargers and the Commanders in the middle as losses, and 3-2. Well, here's where it gets really interesting, because this Sunday the Raiders host the Titans. You have to win that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to win that. You have to get a little healthy for that win. And the Titans coming off their first win, as we just talked about, against the Cardinals, because then it's at Kansas City, home Jacksonville, at Denver, home Dallas, home Cleveland, at Chargers, home Denver, at Philly, at Houston. Now, the funny thing is, I guarantee you Raider fans probably nod their head and they're going, oh, we'll probably lose to Tennessee and then we'll go beat the Chiefs, because it's just goofy like that. But not the start you wanted. Only 5 games into the year, as you said, and we're already sitting on no undefeated teams. This is why preseason NFL coverage is just this side of preseason college football polls.
Yeah. Well, and the other part about it, too, is it's why it's also so this theater is stuff you can't write. Like we just talked earlier about the Cardinals-Titans game. It was such a horrific collapse, but like you couldn't write that script.
No.
Like, and some of these games that have come down to the end, the fact that the Cardinals have lost 3 in a row in the last play, the Broncos coming back, that was a great win against the Eagles yesterday. Just some of the other drama that you get on a week-to-week basis is so good in the NFL.
It was yesterday. This whole week 5 was, if you're in a knockout pool, odds are there was absolute carnage.
Yeah. We know that.
Yeah, we do, don't we? By the way, look, it's the Giants, but the Saints.
Yeah, explain that one.
I have no explanation. I have no explanation. 26-14.
Here's another team. Explain the Chargers, who have swept the AFC West, right?
Yep.
The first half, first run through, winning against the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos, and they've lost 2 games to the NFC East, the Commanders at home,
and then the
Giants on the road. And you're like, ah.
And the Giants go from beating the Chargers at home to losing to the Saints on the road.
Winless Saints.
Cowboys and Jets, that was expected. I mean, the Jets are terrible.
The Jets haven't forced a turnover yet. They're 0-5. And like a year ago, there were people that thought they could get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You didn't say Super Bowl.
I didn't say Super Bowl. I thought they'd do a lot better. Here's Justin Fields when presented with a fact.
It's the first time for everything, brother. But like I said, the team is.
Yeah, I thought he was going to cover the question in the said Q&A on there. No 0-5 team has ever made the playoffs, and somebody said that to Fields.
It's the first time for everything, brother. But like I said, the team is good. Like I said, we have a locker room full of warriors, a locker room full of men that want to get better. But like I said, I mean, we're not looking at no team has ever made the playoffs after 0-5 start. We that's the goal at the end of the day. So like I said, we're not basing our life off of statistics, so to say. So.
Quinton Williams is great. Sauce Gardner is great. Breece Hall, I think, is actually a pretty darn good two-way back. Garrett Wilson is a very good receiver. I don't know if the Jets are great, but I think the Jets are better than 0-5. That's interesting to me, but they're not. They are who their record is, Jason, as they say. Moving on. A game I wanted to look at real quick. The Broncos outscore the Eagles 18-0 in the fourth quarter. The Eagles were up 17-3 to start the fourth. You're telling me an Eagles team that hadn't lost since before Christmas and is sitting at 4-0 at home, they're up 17-3 on the Broncos. I love what Sean Payton's doing with the Broncos, man. They're not there yet, but, dude, that is a tough out. They're 3-2. And what's crazy to me, Jason, and what people really need to keep an eye on, they lost in Indy by 1. Remember, that was the leverage play on the field goal. They should have won that game. They lost to the Chargers by 3, again, in L.A. This could incredibly easily be a 5-0 team. Incredibly easily be a 5-0 team. So, look, when I say the Broncos aren't there yet, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I will say this, the Broncos can beat any team in the NFL on any given day, and that's not just one of those any given Sunday things. Right. I'm saying this is a good team that's getting better with a very good young quarterback.
Yeah, then the defense, I think, is their foundation. Yes. The offense is getting better. Sean Payton works so well with, much like we were giving love on Friday, to Kyle Shanahan and what he's done with Mac Jones. I think the same with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. He's got the right mix of being able to be versatile and run out of from the quarterback spot, but also throw. They're just looks like a team that's just going to get better, and you don't want to play them later. So they're doing some things in an AFC that's difficult that might be opening up more. Like, how about the Ravens going to – without Lamar Jackson, that team's not that dynamic, and it showed yesterday. They got absolutely annihilated, and they're 1-4.
Yeah, that was ugly in Baltimore too. Yeah, I understand they're missing. It's almost
they're missing their guy, but my goodness.
Just real quick on the Denver game, this is becoming a rite of passage. If you're talking to somebody and you want to know if they know football or not, it's time the world. I'm not talking about hardcore football fan who knows this. Nick Bonito might be the best defensive player in the league. And it's just starting to happen. But he also had 13.5 sacks last year. It was just buried on a Bronco team.
Yeah.
He's insane. He's insanely good.
Yeah.
Like, when I say he might be the defensive, like, if the season ends right now, he's your defensive player of the year. A lot of games left, but this isn't fluky with him. He's in his, fifth year out of Oklahoma. He's a stud in college, but I don't know that anybody thought he'd be doing this. He was all over the place yesterday.
They keep winning, he'll get more and more attention.
Seriously. So they're down go the Eagles. Yeah. Continuing on, just some crazy games. The Dolphins were up, I think, 17-3 at one point on the Panthers, and Rico Dowdle filling in for Chuba Hubbard.
Went off.
23 carries for 206 yards, and he was cramping up late in the game, or he'd have had more. Jalen Waddle had a great game with Tyreek Hill at 110 yards and a touchdown, but The Dolphins, man. You saw Mike McDaniel. I don't know if you saw. It was almost like a perp walk he was doing down the tunnel, and he just looked like he was a dead man walking. It'll be interesting to see how long that lasts. You mentioned the Texans just obliterating the Ravens. Yes, the Ravens also. We talked about how hurt they are, but I think there's something important to look at the game within the game for the Texans. Their opening game, they lost by 5 in L.A. to the Rams. Then they lost by 1 to the Buccaneers at home. Then they lost by 7 in Jacksonville to the Jaguars. They've won 2 in a row. Their next 2 are against the Seahawks in Seattle, and then they host the 49ers. Listen, man, they didn't have a great start, but also it's one of those. There's some games that could have gone either way for the Texans. It looks like they're starting to figure it out a little bit. I wouldn't put the lid on the Texans anytime soon.
Yeah, Stroud, I think, threw 4 touchdowns yesterday. There have been some questions about him and his development. That's good for them. All the sacks and their O-line that they gave up early on. So that had to be a confidence builder the last couple weeks for them.
I think so. Baker Mayfield continues to get it done.
That guy's a gamer.
This was a hell of a game in the second half, man. The Bucs were up 13-7 going into the half. And then 28-25, the Seahawks outscored them in the second half. And they tied it up. And then in front of all those loud Seattle fans that Chris loves so much at Lumen Field or whatever it was, Chase McLaughlin said,
The spot of the field goal will be at the 29-yard line.
Great voice.
This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt. He has kicked a pair of 36-yarders. Chase McLaughlin. Can the Bucs win it on the road in Seattle? Spot down. His kick is airborne. It is long enough. It is good! And the Bucs beat the Seattle Seahawks. Tampa Bay 38, Seattle 35. And the Buccaneers come from behind in the fourth quarter again and score the game winner with no time left on the clock. The cardiac crew is alive and well.
Gene Deckerhoff.
It's such a good voice, dude. Such a good voice. It's a college voice, too, I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can't quite place it.
Yeah. But I like Baker Mayfield a lot. I really do. Always have.
He's a great story.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, he's starting to. Another 2 years of this, and you're going to start hearing, is he going to have a gold jacket?
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean, it's kind of what a turnaround, too. Like maybe, and this goes back to, does Cleveland kill guys? I don't know.
I was going to say, imagine being the Browns looking at this.
And then Panthers and like he just bounced a little bit, and then here he is in Tampa. And they've got receivers for him that he's making better. Defense is giving up points, but I just feel like he's that guy. There are better quarterbacks, but I would be fine if that guy's my quarterback.
There are better quarterbacks. How many?
Probably 5. I would say Burrow, Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, for sure. And then, he could be there. I mean, to me, honestly, becomes a year-by-year thing. Because I think those 4 are consistently good and will consistently put up numbers to represent, like, elite quarterbacks in the NFL. So maybe Goff has the best year. Maybe it's Dak. So you put them – look, last couple of years, Geno's been good. I don't know that he's top 5, but Herbert can. Tua's done it before. But you got to do it consistently, and I think those first 4 have done it consistently. But Baker's starting to.
There's only one, and I'm just...
Did I miss somebody?
No. Someone else.
Stafford. It's really good.
Yeah. There's one name you mentioned, and I'm trying to bring these guys up side by side. Is Joe Burrow better
than Baker Mayfield? Well, here, I think it's this way. If we pulled the GM, like they're all taking him.
They are.
And I know what you're saying because I think there's a lot of that in the NBA where I'm like, yeah, everybody would take that guy, but like, is he better? I don't know.
Baker Mayfield, I'm just looking at his Tampa Bay numbers, which isn't fair. He has 79 touchdowns against 27 interceptions. He had 41 and 16 last year. threw for 4,044, and then last year 4,500 yards, playing in all 17 twice. And I just look at Burrow because Burrow missed a bunch of games 2 years ago. He played 17 last year. And yeah, he had 4,900 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 9 picks. It's pretty good. I guess it's the injuries are the reason why I'm kind of bringing it up. Yeah, everybody would take Burrow. You're right. But golly, the fact that we're even having that conversation. The fact that we're even having that conversation. The Commanders won their game. They went into L.A. and they beat the Chargers 27-10. But if you got to look a little deeper, they beat the Chargers 27-10 by outscoring them 27-0. The Chargers had a 10-0 lead and were just looking to cruise. And Jaden Daniels has had some injury issues, and he came back. And then the Commanders put up 10, 10, and 7 in the second, third, and fourth quarters, respectively. That was it. And honestly, a workmanlike win for a team that was down 10 to start the whole sucker.
Wide open Conklin. Percy Butler takes him down at the 15-yard line, and that is it. Washington is back over 500. They get their first road win of the season to get a 27-10 win.
And then finally last night,
Drake May.
This was not what the Commanders did to the Chargers. The Pats scored first. They had a 3-0 lead going into the second. Both teams put up a field goal in the second. Both teams put up a touchdown in the third. Both teams put out a touchdown and a field goal in the fourth. They matched each other the rest of the way. The difference was that Pats field goal in the first quarter. And I don't know which is more impressive, Jason, the fact that the Patriots got a win in Buffalo and scored 23 points, or the fact that the Patriots limited Josh Allen in Buffalo to 20 points at home. And there wasn't a weather issue.
No. It was a good night.
There wasn't a weather issue.
Yeah, slowed down Cook, slowed down Allen enough. Patriots just Diggs got to his old team. There was a lot of good stuff in there for New England. I think Vrabel does a good job. He's a good coach. They've been kind of just drafting better the last couple of years, and their guys are developing.
Did Drake May outplay Josh Allen?
Yeah, I would say to some extent. I mean, I don't think he had a touchdown.
He didn't. He had
interceptions.
Josh Allen had 2 touchdowns and an interception. He also ran for 53 yards. Jake May didn't have a touchdown or a pick.
I think they're just being measured differently, though.
They are.
So, Josh Allen, statistically did have a good game. But it's did he have a Josh Allen game? Didn't feel like it.
No. And all the talk here is about Drake May. It's about the Bills losing as much or more than the Patriots winning. Josh Allen and this and that. I believe in bulletin board material. I believe that there can be psychological edges to games that won't win the game on its own, but these things pop up way too much. We're not talking about Stephon Diggs and his return to Buffalo enough,
right?
Or his return to Buffalo. We're not talking about that enough. Stephon Diggs comes out of nowhere with 10 catches for 146 yards. It's the most receiving yards an ex-Buffalo player has ever put up against Buffalo. And, dude, when I say it came out of nowhere, I mean, he's been ramping up, but he's had injury issues this year.
Yeah, he came off the injury, yep.
Yeah, he's had 6 catches, 4 catches, 3 catches, 6 catches, boom, 10 catches on 12 targets, $146. Look, I know this means nothing, but you saw this guy being released in different fantasy leagues at times, and he's trying to say, I ain't done yet. And it's not like he's 45 years; he's 31.
Wow,
which
good for him.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. That was a huge win for not just the Patriots, but you got to think Stephon Diggs was feeling it last night. We'll take a break. When we come back, 4-down territory, bests and worsts in the NFL individual and team. We'll get to it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Amateur players will be pleased to know that the USGA doesn't object to a friendly bet with your weekend foursome. Friendly bets include soft drinks after the round, hot dogs at the turn, or even a $2 Nassau, one of the most widely used bets in golf. It takes its name from the Nassau County Country Club of Glen Cove, Long Island, one of the many clubs frequented by the well-to-do in the late 19th century. As the story goes, matches between these clubs were often reported in the local newspapers, sometimes to the embarrassment of wealthy industrialists coming out the loser. The Nassau captain J.B. Coles Tappan then devised a format where the worst possible result could not be reported as anything more than a 3-0 defeat. In a Nassau, 3 equal wagers are placed on the first 9, the second 9, and 18-hole total. A $2 Nassau is sometimes referred to as a 2-2-2 bet. Some play better with a bet to keep their attention, others are nervous at the thought of losing. Whatever your choice, golf is a game, have some fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Hey man, gaining weight, low energy, lost drive? It could be your testosterone. Revive Men's Health Sacramento helps men get their edge back. Meet Tyler, Revive Men's Health Director of Operations.
When men start treatment, it's not just their labs that change. You see it in their posture, their energy, and how they walk into the room. That's why I do what I do.
Call 916-619-3000 now to book your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation. That's 916-619-3000 or schedule anytime at ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sacktown Sports.
All righty then. Welcome back. 4 down territory. Question 1.
Which individual had the best week in the NFL?
I'm going to give it to Diggs, just based on our conversation. You know, probably felt some sort of way. Goes from the perennially these days contending Bills to the rebuilding Patriots, and they go into Buffalo. And not only does he get a revenge win, but he is, I wouldn't say the MVP, that's Drake May, but certainly in that conversation. Great week for him, and that locker room was filled with people.
Just people.
So yeah, I would say that.
Okay, well, I'm going to give it to, look, 100-yard rushing game in the NFL is a pretty good weekend. How about being a last-minute starter and carrying it 23 times for 206 yards and a score, helping lead the comeback? I'm going to Rico Dowdle. Yeah, big day for him. What an opportunity, 200-plus yards. Good for him.
Also, no chance at being a long-term good running back.
Not a good name.
It's a terrible
Dowdle.
Dowdle.
Rico's good.
Rico's great.
Yeah.
But if it was
what would be a good last name for Rico?
Like
Suave.
Like Rico Harrington or like Rico Sanders.
He should get. I think I got. Can I make a name switch for the league that would help both guys?
Yes.
Now starting quarterback for the Ravens, Cooper Dowdle, Rico Rush.
Rico Rush would be phenomenal. Rico Rush would be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Cooper Dowdle's fine as a QB.
Cooper Dowdle's fine. I mean, he's a backup.
Yeah.
And, he's just waiting to get
Spot
replaced.
starter.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Rico Rush, though. My goodness.
It's not Rico Confidence, though. Second down.
You didn't like that.
I didn't like it at all. That's why I couldn't make eye contact
He's
with
ashamed.
Which individual had the worst week in the NFL?
Dave.
Just now, me. I'm going to give it to Mari DiMercato. Just, dude.
What did he do wrong?
There was a lot of stupid stuff, but, oh, God, that's the poster child for ding-dong dumb foolery. I'm sure he feels bad. I'm sure he's hard beating himself. Who cares? Dude,
who cares?
Don't do it.
Unless he bet on the Titans.
Right. Then they care. Then he's a hero. Give it to that guy.
That guy.
That guy.
I'm going to Geno Smith. Man, another bad day. Lacking. I mean, I had all sorts of confidence in him going to be the Raiders quarterback. They're going to be much better. He throws a couple more picks. They only get 6 points on offense. They get blown out. I think Geno and the Raiders, but Geno, just awful day.
100%.
Yeah. You still thinking about it?
No, I'm thinking about the text line or the chatters picking me up when I'm down. Because I agree with overcommitter, our chatter there. Perfect name for Rico, his perfect last name, Spizza. 100% the best pizza. Rico's Pizza would be a Hall of Famer. We were just talking about it. God bless these guys. Also, we have our first Maxime Reynaud comparison to Pau Gasol on the chat.
Okay.
So there you go.
Voodoo.
Third down. Every time, dude.
Which team had the best week in the NFL?
God, all these questions, Chris. Jesus.
Writing a book?
Right?
Write a book?
So there's a lot of nominees. And sometimes when we're on Monday and we just had Sunday yesterday, we forget certain things. The team that had the best week is the San Francisco 49ers. Let's not forget about their improbable win in LA against the Rams. The fact that including that loss, every other team in the NFC West lost. They now have a one-game lead over everybody in their division, but it's effectively a two-game lead. So you could argue they have the biggest effective lead of any team in any division, I believe. I think the Steelers have a 1.5-game lead. And 2 of their 3 wins came on the road against those NFC West teams. Like, they have bad luck for sure this year, but they're getting some things going their way, too.
I think you have the correct answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, besides
Thank
UCLA.
Yeah.
But we're talking NFL.
Yeah.
The 49ers won the win, the improbable win. We can't forget. I mean, that was an improbable win on Thursday. You did beat your rival. You did do the first half of your division games in a sweep. You're going to face them all again. And then to your point, the Cardinals, an awful loss. Seattle loses. Hey, let's throw in Philly losing. They were the undefeated team in the NFC. So if you get into a tiebreaker later or whatever, not even tiebreaker, but standings for a top seed, and knowing that you've got more guys coming back with the exception of Bosa. These other guys are going to be back. So, I mean, at 4-1, with everything they've gone through, I mean, this team could feel like they're buried. And instead, they're at the top of the NFC. And I don't think they've even come close to playing their best football.
Oh, God, no. And honestly, I think a lot of Niner fans, myself included, would consider, like, no joke, if this was possible, I would 100% do an ACL replacement with Nick Bosa. Like, I'll go through the recovery for him. Give him mine. Well, probably could get a better one.
Would we do a draft on who's knee he should take?
It's a great question. Like in the world?
Mm-hmm. I mean, no, like if people, like we get a bunch of people lined up
Yes,
like out in the
yes.
Give us some of your background and all that.
I think I would start, background, and then I just have
Age.
I'd have a 10-foot rim.
Uh-huh.
Be like, let's see, give it a shot.
Okay.
Because you don't want to give them some junky old decrepit ligament, have worse issues. You want them to have like a new and aren't we going to be at the point here pretty soon where they can just do that surgery and you get like a replacement like rubber ACL?
Yeah, you're back in a
week.
Yeah.
That used to be career-ending stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like your career was
Wasn't this his third?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Figure it out, Nick.
Yeah.
Stop tearing your knees, dum-dum. Fourth down.
Which team had the worst week in the NFL?
Again, a lot of candidates. I can't. There's no way I'm not giving it to the Cardinals, man. You're at home. You've suffered, as Jason brought up earlier, you've already suffered 2 terrible losses in a row on the last possession. You're up 21-3 on the worst team in football, or at least they were 0-4. And you not only lose, it'd be one thing if they lost, but like Tennessee like heard the Rocky music and came back and was like, oh my God, it wasn't so much Cardinals losses. Where'd that come from with Tennessee? No, dude, they pooped their pants, they pooped the bed, and then they streaked it all over the field, and it was the worst. So, Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, I would give a little recognition to the Raiders, but yeah, it's absolutely the Cardinals. Remember, there used to be a phrasing, which is still probably hasn't gone away yet, but like the Chargers have invented ways to lose. The Cardinals are now that team.
Yeah.
Like that, that was about an impossible of a loss. And the last couple of weeks, they've invented ways to lose, and some haven't been like this brutal. This one was brutal yesterday. Like, who was the loss last year? Oh, it was the Bears. When the commander, there was the guy in the end zone that was kind of celebrating before the Hail Mary, the pre-snap, and then he's the one that ends up tipping the ball, and it goes to the, like, there's a loss like that a year where you're going, that doesn't make any sense. We saw it yesterday.
We saw it. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it. Congratulations.
Congrats, Cardinals. Take that with you.
Good job.
Yeah, good effort. Did you have fun? Did you try your best?
I don't think they had either fun or did they try their best.
Okay.
I
so
think,
then it was not a good day.
I think they had not fun and they tried their worst.
Well, they were good at that.
How do you feel if you're a guy like Kyler Murray or somebody else who, like Marvin Harrison, had a great catch? Oh, it should have been a touchdown. He's just short. Like, those guys didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like, is it what do they call it? MC told me once, a blanket party. They tie the soap up in the bag and just.
What a party.
Yeah. Is DeMarcado coming in with lots of bruises today from that soap?
I didn't ask you about this yet. Did your friend's kid have any interest in that game?
My friend's kid took an absolute bath over the weekend, and not the good kind.
He's been dirty.
My friend's kid, oh boy. I mean,
is the luck gone?
I don't think, well, no, he's an analyst now after he retired. He's doing football again this year, but I would say his momentum is a little gone. Yeah, dude. But this was a rough weekend, man. Especially
didn't sense the headwinds. Choppy Waters.
I mean, imagine if you took him
or Ricky Waters,
Maxime Waters. Choppy. No.
Yeah. Slide.
Waters slide.
Spout. Damn it. Anyway.
Wouldn't that just be pout? All right, we'll take a break. When we come back. What's hot? What's not? We'll go streaking. Can our latest celebrity pick sixer?
Jer Bear.
Old Jer Bear, Sacramento's grandpa.
How'd he do?
Can he get above 500? He did text me over the weekend.
Yeah.
I'll read it to you during the break. Matt Barrows at 9 a.m. on the #1 Nielsen-rated sports show in the city, right here on Sacktown Sports.
Visit SacktownSports.com and join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up, or when you store. Start with Stable.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad, a lineman, leaving in the middle of the night. Families were depending on him to get their power back on to keep them safe and warm. Watching him taught me that this work isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people and the trust they place in us when the lights go out. That's why I started Maverick Electric Heating and Air, to carry on that same promise of showing up, doing it right, and protecting families when they need us most. Visit callamaverick.com.
It's the energy all around you. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Is hot.
The Chicago Cubs. The series opener against the Brewers, they out-homered them 3-0 to open up the series.
Oh, so they must have won.
Yeah. They must have.
Yeah.
Who's not?
The Chicago Cubs.
What? How does this work?
Even though they out-homered the Brewers 9-3. Sorry, they out-homered the Brewers 3-0. They lost 9-3. It was the first time in Major League Baseball history that a team lost a postseason game by 6 runs or more, despite having 3 or more home runs against their opponent.
That's pretty good.
Or bad.
That's pretty bad.
Or good.
I want to give you this because you've been kind of it's been a tough day because of your Yankees.
And here we go with 2 seconds left. The pass predictably is over the middle, lateraled back, and Ross can't get away. It's back to Aller. He goes down, and the Bruins are on the field. They'll take a victory lap. The cadaver has jumped off the gurney and is dancing all over town. Backflips are being performed. Confetti is in the air. Amazing. 42-37.
Did all of that happen?
That's insane. And Halloween month.
Yeah.
Cadavers are jumping around.
Doing backflips.
Confetti.
It's crazy that the fans rushed the field, but nobody knew.
You know who else is not hot?
Who?
Certain Yankee fans. You're what I consider a good Yankee fan. You're knowledgeable about the team. You root for your team. You actually have a family tie to the team. You're a good Yankee fan. There's a lot of good Yankees.
When they win, everyone says, well, at least Jason's happy.
I'll accept that. Here's a tweet from a Yankee super fan. Pretty decent amount of followers. It's a picture of Aaron Judge. Not one fan base has it worse.
Oh, my gosh.
Getting embarrassed every single postseason is as hurtful as it gets, is the best line. Nothing but pain since 2009. That is honestly the most tone-deaf sports tweet I've seen in a long time.
That was absolutely insane.
Does it hurt when the Yankees lose for Yankee fans? Of course. Does it hurt when of course.
The world didn't start in 2009.
It didn't?
No.
Haven't the Yankees not had a season under 500 in like 30 years or something crazy?
Yeah, they didn't they just tie the record or something?
I thought they did, actually.
Or second longest streak ever.
34 years. They haven't finished with a record below 500 in 34 years. They were, I know it's been a really long time since they've been in the World Series.
Yeah. It's been 11 months.
11, yeah. Like, I can't even produce like a monologue where I'm like, the Pirates are on like, no, actually, the large majority and arguably every other fan base on earth is on line 3.
When is it acceptable though? I'm not saying we're even remotely close, but when if it's 09 is the championship, what year would you go, it's been a while? 35? 10 more years?
I think 30 years is the line of demarcation.
2039.
Because I, for example,
remember the Dodgers were good, but it's like, man, it's been since 1988, and then they finally won one. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So that had been a while.
It had been, since 89. I grew up, and in my first 20 years, and you got to think the first 5 years, you don't know what the hell's going on in life. I grew up and saw my 49ers in my first basically 14 years of 14 years of being a fan. I saw my 49ers win 5 championships. Okay. That's getting spoiled.
And now it's 30 years.
So now if the Niners win a championship, it's like, oh my God, wow, it's been a long. I think 30 is acceptable. Now, that being said,
it's also the most, they weren't around for the championships in the whatever years.
It's not like the Yankees have had a tough history.
Right.
They had the Mattingly stretch, but the Yankees and the Lakers and the Celtics, I guess you'd say the Patriots now, but these are the most successful franchises in American sports historically. And if I'm being honest, and I don't know why I wouldn't be, I don't think there's a more iconic franchise in sports than the Yankees. I had to think about that for a second. The Lakers moved. The Lakers were in Minneapolis for a long time, and now they're in L.A., but that counts for something. The Celtics, I think, have the biggest argument. Someone's going to say something stupid about hockey. Get out of here. It's not the Red Sox. I don't think it's the Cubs. Is there a more iconic American franchise? The Cowboys?
That would be one. Cowboys, Lakers, Celtics, Yankees are probably the Mount Rushmore, I guess, if you do that.
But I would also say, even factoring in for time, I don't think the Cowboys have had the. I don't think they've had the overall success of the Yankees, but they've had.
You don't?
No, but also it goes beyond. It's everything about the. It's It's everything about the Yankees. It's not just the success. It's the pinstripes. It's the stadium, or the new one. It's Mantle and Ruth and Gehrig and everything in between. You know,
Right.
So yeah, that is just, like I said, I think the Celtics have the closest argument, to be honest, followed by the Lakers and then maybe the Cowboys. But I think that right there's your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, do the Packers get in there?
No.
But I don't think the Packers get on Mount Rushmore, but I think the Packers are like that. They're like that touristy restaurant shop at the bottom of Mount Rushmore that people go into for like shirts and stuff and like a hat with Mount Rushmore on it. So like they're in the picture technically. But
I was here.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go streaking.
Okay.
Okay.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking! Yeah!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
Streaking!
All right, we were all at 0 going into our pick on Friday, which was for Saturday games when there were 4 games. Dave, you took Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He got up 4 times on Saturday, got 3 hits, a homer, knocked in 2. So there you go. You're at 1.
How do you do the next game?
Probably even better, the Grand Slam, but I don't think there's any audio proof.
There is at all.
I took Shohei Ohtani a day he pitched, but he went 0 for 4. Apparently can't do 2 things at once.
It was great!
Saw a guy over the weekend break the record for solving Rubik's Cubes. He was juggling 3 unsolved Rubik's Cubes, and as he was juggling them, he was turning them until and even when he solved 2 and had 1 left, he still had to juggle them, and he solved 3 Rubik's Cubes while juggling them in under 5 minutes. What even is that talent, dude? You ever see where like the guy will paint the beautiful picture with like 7 paintbrushes in his mouth all going at the same time, stuff like I don't even know how that brain works, dude.
It's not my brain.
I think that is honestly the biggest proof that there's aliens. I don't think they're humans. Back to you.
Okay. Chris took Bo Bichette, who was off the playoff roster, and so he did not play. It was great.
It was great!
So Dave, a streak of 1, just 2 games today, both National League games in the playoffs. Who you picking?
You know, Jason, why don't you give... You know what? Actually, I hate doing this, but he is on fire. Give me Teoscar Hernandez.
See? Chris is right. I'm going to take from the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
I'm going to take Bryce Harper.
B. Rice Harper.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, Jerry.
Jerry Reynolds, how'd you do in Celebrity Pick 6?
All right, he joined us on Friday. Our Celebrity Pick 6 leaderboard going in had Mike Bibby and Greg Vaughn at 500 at 3-3. Bobby Jackson went 2-4. The G-Man started us off with a win, 1-5.
And remember, this is not against the spread.
No, they just have to pick winners.
I've got to pick
Never
winners.
had anybody go 6-0.
No.
Unless.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Dave, Texans and Ravens. Who won that game?
That would be the Texans.
Jerry picked the Texans.
Okay, that already we're good.
1-0.
He's tied with G-Man.
Broncos at Eagles. Who won that?
Shameful performance.
That'd be the Broncos.
Jerry took the Eagles.
I can't blame him.
1-1. Looking for your bell?
Where is my bell? Someone take my belt.
I used it on Friday.
Come on.
I didn't take it. Is it under Shredville?
No. What the hell?
What the hell? Where's the bell? All right, so 1-1 for Jerry. Cowboys at Jets. That was a Cowboys win, right?
Yeah, it was.
All right, he took the Cowboys.
Had a kid.
2-1. Dolphins at Panthers.
Ooh.
Panthers won that one, right?
Panthers.
He took the Panthers.
Oh.
3-1.
3-1.
All he needs is one more to be on top of the leaderboard.
All he needs is one. One is all he needs.
And Buccaneers at Seahawks. Who won that one?
That would be the Buccaneers.
Don't you have a joke?
It was great!
Where are your Buccaneers, little kid? They're under my bucking hat.
Jerry took the Buccaneers.
Oh,
4-1.
4-1 for Jer Bear.
And the last one, Commanders at Chargers, that was Commanders won?
Commanders.
He took the Chargers.
Okay.
But 4-2.
4-2. We have ourselves
Bump your booty out there, brother.
Bump your booty out there. Coach Jerry Reynolds.
The new top of the pop.
You see what they say, old people, regardless of being confused and maybe a little slow, can still be useful in this world.
Can still serve a purpose.
That's right. Thank you. I mangled that line. Was that Dumb and Dumber? Yeah.
Way to go, Jerry.
Way to go, Jerry. Loyal listener.
Yep.
You know, can I tell you, when he said that, I kind of didn't like it.
That he listens?
Because then I started thinking about, like, all the stupid crap I say, and he must just, like, be like, God, Dave.
Dave, I'm just...
Golly gee, Dave.
Just disappointed in you.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? You idiot. Probably doesn't say that.
No. They might.
They might, actually. I want to know where the hell my bell is, man.
You could ring my bell.
Hey, somebody just come in on weekend and go, a King's bell. I'll take it.
Those are Crumble Bell.
Crumbell.
That got me. We'll take a break. When we come back, if you were sitting there going, I need me some Matt Barrows in my life.
You're in luck.
You're in luck. We got it for you next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey man, gaining weight, dragging throughout the day, losing your drive? It could be your testosterone. The team at Revive Men's Health Sacramento gets men back on track with the energy and drive they've been missing. Meet Tyler, Revive Men's Health Director of Operations, and witness to hundreds of success stories.
I've seen guys come in worn out, discouraged, and just not themselves. A few months into treatment, they're standing taller, speaking with more confidence. It's like watching someone come back to life, like a light switch gets turned back on. The spouse says, thank you, I really have my partner back, better than before. That's the moment it all clicks for me, and that's why I do what I do.
Since 2011, Revive Men's Health has helped more than 120,000 men regain their energy and drive. Start your story today with an in-clinic visit or a secure video appointment. Call 916-619-3000 now to book your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation. That's 916-619-3000. Or schedule anytime at ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Watch us.
Tell me why. I know you didn't tell me. Tell me why. As we bring in Matt Barrows of The Athletic, brought to you by Stockton Honda. Tell me why the 49ers are 4-1 They're atop their division. They've swept the division. 2 of those wins, 2 of the 3 have been on the road. They effectively have a 2-game lead. Matt, what in the HE double hockey sticks is going on, friend?
They have a scrappiness about them this year that they absolutely didn't have last year. And they're pulling these close games out. And Kyle Shanahan talked about that after the game. He said that he's really enjoyed this team since OTAs, and that it's a high character team. I don't remember him saying something like that about other squads. I mean, he obviously had really good squads in the past, but it's something he was obviously struck by as far back as the spring. And, everything now is going to be, I'm predicting this, everything's going to be, okay, does this team make a big trade before the trade deadline on November 4? The biggest argument for the affirmative there is that Kyle Shanahan likes this team and he believes in this team. And, that would suggest that they would make a move in order to make this team that's good in so many areas, but is lacking a real pass rush right now, to try to remedy that before the stretch run down the back half of the season.
Matt, I agree with you on the scrappiness of this team, because there's something special about how they, especially Thursday, how they won that game with all the things going against them. Now, logically, we'd all say, look at the reinforcements that are going to be coming back soon. Is there any chance they lose some of that, quote, scrappiness when some of the better guys come back?
It's a good question. I understand what you're asking. I go back to the old Virginia basketball days when they had Ralph Sampson, and this team that had the best center in the country. And so they do well. They win games. They go into the NCAA tournament. But it's the year after Sampson leaves that they really do damage, and they go to the Final Four. The point being that sometimes when you have a lot of stars, everybody else, relaxes, or, you expect the star to be the star. But when the star is gone, everybody puts it on themselves to be a little bit better. And the aggregate of that, it makes for a good team in the team sense of the word. So, yeah, you sort of upset the chemistry that you have going when good guys come back. Now, will they take a perfectly healthy Brandon Ayuk? Yeah, I think they would. And the same with George Kittle. The running game just hasn't been the same without him. So I think that's going to happen slowly. They don't have to force it. I think that's a benefit of being 4-1. You don't have to push somebody to come back sooner than the person is absolutely ready to. So that's going to be happening in the next few weeks for sure. But I don't think it'll affect the chemistry.
I just remembered something I long ago forgot. See, I always focus on the master's degree Matt has from Northwestern. I forget about the other degree he has from the University of Virginia, and the fact that his Commodores handed my Seminoles their first loss a couple weeks ago. Matt, I appreciate you not bringing that up, by the way.
Yeah, but Dave, it's not the Commodores.
Yeah.
It's,
or the Cavaliers, sorry.
Cavaliers.
They're Vanderbilt. God, idiot. I'm a moron. You're right.
Why is Vanderbilt the Commodores? They're in a landlocked state.
That's a great point. What is that? What is that, by the way? Matt, give us the as best you can. I know you're not the team doctor, but let's make it rain and pour for Niner fans when it comes to good news. What is the health timeline that you're most sure of over the next week, 2, 3, whatever?
Most sure of, I don't think that Ricky Pearsall is going to be out for very long. They have what they call their bonus practice today, and it's not always, indicative of whether the guy's going to be back at practice. They sometimes give them the bonus practice as an extra day to heal. But I'll be eager to see whether he's out there, whether Juwan Jennings is out there. I think that they were, those would have been guys that would have been game time decisions had the game been yesterday instead of Thursday. So I would expect them to at least be doing something on the side. I don't think we're going to see George Kittle yet, but next week might be the week that he comes back from the hamstring strain. I think the headline from today might be Malik Mustafa being back out on the field. And he's interesting because he was, a really good player for them last year at safety. Somebody that I think that they felt was going to be one of their safeties for the future, at least until his contract comes up. And they've got 3 right now that are all in pretty good roles, in the rookie Marquise Siegel, the veteran Jason Pinnock, and then they put Jair Brown in as a sort of a quasi linebacker, and he's done well. He played well against the Rams too. So the question would be, if Mustafa comes back and is back to his 2024 form, where do they put him? I mean, whose job does he take? That's just a question mark going forward.
How about at the QB spot? We know Purdy was out. And Mac Jones, my goodness, what a heroic performance. He looked like he was all but out by the end of that game. What's the QB outlook look like for both those guys?
Yeah, that'll be another one. I mean, is Brock Purdy out on the field? He didn't practice at all last week. So where's that toe? Does their history with the toe now, having him play in the Jaguars game and then have a bit of a setback after it, make them more cautious with the toe? Does Mac Jones, make them more cautious with the toe, knowing that he can play not just well, but really well? I wanted to ask you guys, I had never heard of so on the sideline, they wanted to give Mac Jones an IV because he was cramping up so badly in that game. Even his arm was cramping up. And they wanted to take him in for an IV to relieve that, but there was not enough time left in the game for that. So he ate bananas, which I understand. But he also drank pickle juice. I'd never heard of pickle juice. Is that something that you guys are familiar with?
Yeah, no, I've never. The only time I've ever drank pickle juice was some guy at a restaurant once was serving us some sort of whiskey. And you were supposed to drink. It was like Redbreast or some Irish whiskey.
Pickleback.
Yeah, and they call it a pickleback, where you.
It's like a chaser.
It's a chaser. And to be fair, I don't like the taste of alcohol, so it worked. Like, it wipes out the alcohol and you taste pickle. But
you weren't playing the football game.
I was not right. Now, pickle juice. From what I understand, it's the sodium and I have, but that's you think. Matt, and I'm with you on this, with all the billions of dollars that go into the NFL and all the things they have, pounding a shot of Clausen or Vlasic, something would work a little better than that.
Yeah, I heard Upton Stout is going to be the new pickleback on the.
Well done.
Well done. That's that Masters from Northwestern.
See?
You see?
Yeah, there you go. I'm putting it to use.
So it's a good problem to have when you're wondering, well, who's going to take whose job? And we got too much here, too much there. But they just seem to be getting through these games. And they even they also could have lost a couple of these as well. I don't like saying should have, because, again, as I said to one of our chatters, you make your own luck. But that Rams game, you needed a lot of things to go your way. One of them that I often enjoy is the Shanahan-McVay competition. These guys know each other so well, go back so long. They're two of the best, still young coaches in the NFL. But dang, Matt, not all the time, but a lot of the time, it really seems like Sean McVay lets Kyle Shanahan get in his head a little bit, I think.
Well, Shanahan definitely loves to win against Sean McVay and the Rams. And I wonder, that opening drive was just brilliant. I mean, they overcame 2 penalties. Yeah. They just marched right down the field. And I wonder whether Shanahan goes into the season with a dozen of his favorite calls, and he's got to sort of apportion them out evenly throughout the year. And then the first Rams game comes around and he's like, yeah, let's use this one, this one, this one, and this one, all on the first drive. To make a point, to make a statement. Yeah, I can guarantee you that there was a very, very, very good feeling in that locker room and on the flight back after that one. But I agree with you. They sort of stole away with that one. I'm as a writer who's writing on deadline, you craft your story in your head, basically beginning at halftime. And I'm thinking, there's no way that these guys are going to win this game. The Rams are coming on too strong. They're not getting a pass rush. The Rams have really good receivers. By the end of the game, they're just going to be kind of picking the 49ers apart. And that may have happened had, Alfred Collins not come in and just like a demon. He was like a terrier on that football. He was just going after it so hard. He fought through a double team, which I think is probably the most significant kind of feature of that play. Tall rookie at the goal line, two guys on him. He just fought right through that and then lunged for the ball and then got his face mask too. But it was, it's the play of the season in my mind so far.
You'd mentioned earlier, Matt Barrows, brought to you by Stockton Honda each and every Monday, that you said Kyle Shanahan was really enjoying this group, really has had fun really since OTAs with this group. But do you think, it's a lot of football left, but has this been one of his better jobs that he's done? And he's been successful with the Niners, but is this one of his better starts?
Yeah, I thought that Thursday's game was, as far as play calling was concerned, you're down so many receivers, and yet they, like I said, they marched right down the field on that opening drive that sort of dictated the pace of the game from that point forward. I think it was important for them to score first, and just some of the play calls were outstanding. The touchdown to Christian McCaffrey was out of 23 formations, two running backs, Kyle Juszczyk being one of them, and three tight ends, and they're all bunched together at the line to begin with, and then they spread out, and it creates that not easy throw, but pretty straightforward throw to McCaffrey for the touchdown. Just good play calling all around, and some fantastic defensive stands. There was the fumble recovery, and that was more the Rams. Anything else? Early in the game, the second fumble, and then the fourth down stand, of course. You don't win the game without those three things happening.
Matt Barrows joining us. A lot of missed opportunities, by the way, for even though it's probably tried and true over the years. I don't know how many times you had an opportunity to use a born supremacy or born identity headline when it comes to a game recap, but my goodness gracious. Kendrick Bourne off the couch. Had a chance to warm up, and we had a caller, Matt, last week before it was Thursday morning before the game. Say if you're in fantasy, start Kendrick Bourne. He and Mac Jones have a really good relationship, and we all knew about their history with the Patriots, but I don't know that anybody expected that. My question is that something that you could see continuing? In other words, when Brock Purdy's back, when Brandon Ayuk's back, Kittle's back, Juwan's back, knock on wood, all of them, can Kendrick Bourne be a legit number 2, number 3 threat for this team?
Yeah, it's interesting because I just noted, he's got a great rapport with Mac Jones. He didn't have a great rapport with Brock Purdy, and Bourne spoke about that after the Jaguars. And he had 3 drops in that game, and he kept saying that he kind of felt out of place, like it just wasn't natural for him. And it was hard to tell whether he was talking about working with Purdy or working in the offense, but he certainly didn't seem out of place 4 days later. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think for Bourne, the question is next year, because I don't think that the 49ers are going to be able to hold on to Juwan Jennings. That's not in concrete, but he is a free agent in March. And I think that Kendrick Bourne would be a really good replacement for him. Not one for one. They don't do exactly the same things, but he's good at in tight spaces. He's good at finding, he's good at lining up out of the slot on third down, which is what Jennings does. Jennings does it in a different way. Jennings is, fantastic as far as the run game. And when you're kind of looking for, why is the run game faltering? Not having Kittle and Jennings out there is a big deal. I'm not sure that Bourne and MVS and some of these other guys are blocking quite the way that Ayuk and Jennings do. I feel like the long-term outlook might be better than the short-term outlook, if that makes sense for Kendrick Bourne.
Can I add a stat here, Jason?
Yeah.
I saw this stat from last week. Quarterbacks with 3 wins or more and 0 losses this season. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Mac Jones. Well,
that's changed.
Yeah. Mac Jones is the only quarterback in the league with 3 wins and 0 losses.
That's impressive.
That's insane. Back to you.
A few weeks ago, Matt, when we had you on, it was after a rough week for Jake Moody, and I think after we talked to you that day, they ended up cutting him and letting him loose. So the next kind of mystery was, how would Pinheiro do? Well, now it doesn't even seem like that's a concern because of his consistency. He made the game winner against. Oh, am I doing the thing? Am I doing the jinx? Well, it hits the game winner against Arizona. Hits the one. It did graze the upright, but still went in the other day. Is that even a talking point for the Niners now? They just got comfortable, at least with his performance?
I mean, the Jake Moody seems like it happened 8 years ago.
It does.
Jake Moody, right. The kicker that they drafted out of Michigan back in the day. Yeah, I remember him. I mean, maybe that's the greatest accomplishment for Eddie Pinheiro, is that he's made this this was the issue, by the way, throughout the summer, throughout the week 1, after week 1, it was Jake Moody, Jake Moody, Jake Moody. Nothing got the fan base riled up more than Jake Moody. And now, that was a gutsy call in hindsight to have him kick that 59-yarder, because he misses that, and the Rams are basically at midfield, in a very tight ball game at the end. So it speaks to their confidence in him. This is the Kyle Shanahan dream, so that you just don't have to worry about the kicker. The kicker's got it. And even if he misses, you know what? It's an aberration. He'll get it back, and it won't be an issue. But this is what they hope would happen when they drafted Jake Moody in the 3rd, that he would become a kicker who's so good, who's so reliable that 59-yarder, yeah, let's trot him out there. He's got a great shot of making this for us. Ironically, you're getting that with the guy you found on the street in, what was it, early September. So, I mean, we can go back to, should they have taken a 3rd rounder, a kicker in the 3rd round? I think that the answer is absolutely not at this point, in hindsight being 2020. It'll be a long time before they draft a kicker, anywhere near the middle rounds.
Matt Barrow's joining us. I want to revisit something we talked to a lot much early on. Any list of best slot receivers has Wes Welker on it, Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman. I think Welker and Edelman played till they were 34. Amendola played till he was 36. I looked at these numbers after the game, and it said Christian McCaffrey's 17-game pace is 309 carries, 959 rushing yards, and no touchdowns. But his receiving pace is 133 catches, 1,316 yards, and 10 touchdowns. We talked before about utilizing CMC much more in the slot, but is there a world, do you think, much like when catchers move to first base later in their careers, where they go, all right, he's going to take less of a beating in the slot, and maybe I'm being a Niner homer here, but I think he could be the best slot receiver in the game right now, and maybe they start lining up RB1, not CMC, behind the quarterback, and just moving him, not full-time to slot, Matt, but where he's more of a slot than a running back. Do you think that could ever be in the cards for Shanahan and Lynch?
I think Julian Edelman would take exception to your slot receivers don't take beatings comment. I remember him just taking one wallop after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Kyle Shanahan was asked the other day, where does Christian McCaffrey line up as far as, receiving running backs? And Shanahan was almost dumbfounded by the question. He's like, the top, he's the best I've ever seen at it. And you don't call that play that we just described, the one where he kind of flattens out his route and offers up a nice target for Mac Jones for the touchdown, unless you really believe in him as a running back. His if it stayed like this, his receiving yards would be just ridiculous at the end of the season. Almost more than 400 than more than he ever has gotten in the past. And he would be a real candidate. He has to be healthy for at least 16 games, but a real candidate for another 1,000 season. And I think if you get 1,000 seasons and you do it with two different teams, I think that's an automatic pass into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Agreed. I mean, that's just so uncommon. But to answer your point, I do think that this running game is going to look more like its previous self at some point this season. I don't think that it has anything to do with McCaffrey not being effective as a running back. I just can't balance in my mind a guy who's going to have career yards as a receiver all of a sudden having lost it as a running back. That doesn't make sense to me. And I see that. I mean, he's not having a lot of room to run. They cannot run that outside zone this year. And people were screaming at Kyle Shanahan, "Why are you running the ball up the middle 3 times at the goal line?" Well, because when they've been running that outside zone, they've been losing 2 or 3 yards. You lose 2 or 3 yards on the one, and you give the other team 2 points in the ball. So that's been a bread and butter run for them. They cannot get any yards on it now. So they have to figure that out. But it's not as if, Brian Robinson is getting a ton of yards. He averaged less per carry than McCaffrey did on Thursday. So there's something wrong with the running game, but I don't think the thing that's wrong with the running game is Christian McCaffrey.
Matt, my last one for you is what a game coming up now all of a sudden. The 4-1 Niners, 4-1 Buccaneers, a little extra time to get ready for that since playing Thursday. Long flight and all that, but what are your thoughts, early thoughts on this matchup on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm sure the 49ers would have loved to have watched that game go into overtime with a Bucs win. They got the next best thing. It was a sort of grueling game. The Bucs win, emotional win, long flight back to Tampa. That's usually the scenario that you want if you're the next team that's playing them. But I'll tell you, Baker Mayfield looked really good, really comfortable. Their rookie receiver looks really strong. I think that they're going to be playing this one without Evans and maybe without their running back as well. So the 49ers catch a break there. But the fact that the 49ers are having trouble getting to the quarterback with 4 rushers is problematic. And it's going to be problematic week in and week out. But, more so when you're playing the Matt Staffords and the Baker Mayfields of the league. And I think that the 49ers have a lot of respect for Baker Mayfield. He was really tough last year. I think it was another game that they played without Mike Evans, without their 2 top receivers, if my memory is right. No Chris Godwin in that game either. And yet the 49ers, that was a Jake Moody game. That was the sideline game with Deebo Samuel. But the Buccaneers gave them everything that they could handle in that one.
Matt Barrows, graduate, University of Virginia, Northwestern University. Those are pretty good. Joins us each and every week, brought to you by Stockton Honda. He covers the 49ers for The Athletic. Matt, we always appreciate your time, and we will talk to you in exactly 1 week.
All right. Look forward to it, guys. Talk to you then.
Thank you.
Fellas. It's Matt Barrows. We're late for a break. When we come back, What's on Deck brought to you by Trex. decking and railing. We got a lot on deck. We'll get to it next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads. Great for you, and so easy you could put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage. Weird, but still a salad. One radish and a couple of green beans. Also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke. Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sacktown Sports 1140.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in L.A., red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful...
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
The holidays are here, full of joy, family, friends, and yes, a little hustle and bustle. That's why you need Aleve. Between cooking, shopping, and all those extra errands, aches and pains can sneak in. Aleve is here to help with long-lasting body pain relief. Don't let body pain slow you down. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, you can keep up with the season's magic and all that awaits. Pick up Aleve and get back to what really matters, making memories. Use as directed.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is gonna be fun.
it's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Yeah, what is on deck?
What is on deck?
You tell me.
What's on deck?
Back to you. What's on deck?
What's the plexer?
What's going on with the deck, by the way?
Getting it in, I think, this weekend.
Nice.
What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. The chefs at the Jaguars. Actually, looking forward to this game.
Yeah.
This will be a nice little tete-a-tete, as they say in France.
Sure.
I think.
Maybe.
Also, a little bit of baseball.
Yeah. National League takes over today.
That's right. The National League. They call it the senior circuit, Jason.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. The Dodgers, because they're old. And Blake Snell take on former Oakland Athletic Jose Luzardo. Or not Jose. Jesus. Just testing you guys. Dodgers and Phillies tonight from Citizens Bank Park. I say tonight, East Coast time, because we got afternoon baseball, folks. 3:08 is first pitch. Then the Cubbies and the Brewies in Milwaukee.
Okay, here, can I ask you to put your TV director,
Producer?
I don't know what organizer of picking the game times.
Yes, that is called, that. The official term for that is the organizer of the picking the game times.
Yeah. So at first when I saw you have an East Coast team and you have a Central time. I go, okay, maybe the Brewers got the prime time. Well, they're the 1 seed, but then I go, wait a minute. The bigger brand is Dodgers Phillies.
That's right.
But then I went, are they putting it earlier to get it ahead of football?
Maybe, because you've got 3:08 for Dodgers Phillies. This is Pacific. You have 6:08 for Cubs Brewers.
What's football? 5?
5:15.
Yeah.
I would.
They probably did it perfectly as far as the timing. So you get the first game, and if it's great, people may finish that and then go to football. But then, can you get to the end of baseball after football? I don't know.
I'm going to answer your question with a little mini rant here. Rob Manfred is such a stupid idiot sometimes, and all of the people that are. I know it's not just. I know he's not sitting there with schedules in front of him going. Meh, 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 meh. I was just picking every part of my nose Friday night in boredom because there was nothing on. There was no football. There was college football. Like it was like San Jose State and somebody and whatever the hell. And there was no baseball. In what world do you not figure it out and have baseball could have taken over Friday night? No competition, nothing, just baseball.
How?
Baseball. Huh?
How?
Just schedule them. Move things around.
Okay. Well, now I'm not trying to defend Rob Manfred.
You are. You're my Rob Manfred truther.
That's my middle name. I have a tat.
Jason Rob Manfred Ross.
Last game was
He's
Sunday.
got a Manfred crush.
Right.
Right. Said Manfred.
Manfred. Isle of Manfred. Kiko Man soy sauce, Fred.
What?
Kiko Man. It's the soy sauce. No? Oh, now that's too soon. That's a stretch. Go ahead.
So they played Sunday, final day of the baseball season.
Right. Yeah.
Travel day to get to the locations Monday.
Yeah.
Then these 3-game series went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now you got to get to the new location.
You do.
So how do you play Friday?
They play all day. All year they play back-to-backs.
You could.
They could play the back-to-back. I get it. I get the travel. But, dude, I was just really pissed about not having anything to watch Friday night. Saturday night, everything to watch. You had college football all day. Then you had a UFC. Then you had the Republic. And that go on. And then and by the way, I had to wait to be able to watch
4 baseball games.
Yeah, and 4 baseball games. And then yesterday was just too much good stuff. It was an AM PM sports day. And then today, more, why not start game
Today's
one?
pretty good. Baseball, and then
It is. I just don't like, and again, yes, we all have multiple screens, but I wish they'd go like Brewers and Cubs at noon. Okay.
That's going to get lost.
Then
Not for you.
No.
Because you have a different schedule than most.
Then go
Dodgers, Phillies at 4, 3?
No. Then you put football at 3:30 and the sandwich.
Oh.
And then after.
Football, the top dog is like, we're not moving. We don't care about you or your playoffs.
Or your playoffs. Did I tell you? I think I did earlier today that I know I told you I went to Whole Foods with my daughter yesterday.
What was the name of the cake, by the way?
Oh, God, I don't know. It was like chocolate eruption or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was a big old chocolate cake. I want to freaking dive into that sucker when I get home, too. Because she had to go home last night. She asked if she could take some with her. I'm like, airplane won't allow it, which they would have. But, oh, yeah, he's a big boy. Normalize in grocery stores automatic bread slicers. I specifically bought one of them big old dongs of French bread. What do you call it? Oh, a loaf. For because they had an automatic bread slicer. And you put the bread, you lift up the thing, big old metal contraption, right? You put the bread in.
You did it yourself?
Yeah, it's just right there next to the bread.
How is that not a lawsuit?
No, there's all kinds of locks and stuff. Like you can't. Well, I don't want to say you can't hurt yourself, but I think you'd have to be trying to hurt yourself. You put the bread in. It doesn't just. It could be a sourdough. It could be whatever, right? I put the big baguette in there, right? And you close the door and you hit the button, and then this like saw blade goes wing, 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 and when it was done winging, boom, like a perfectly sliced little pieces of the baguette, right? Which then I went, oh my God, I went and bought a little jar of the bruschetta, the tomato stuff you put on top. And then I went home and I got some dill and I made my copycat Laboo dill dip that we like. And we just sat there dunking. I wouldn't have bought that bruschetta or that bread if it wasn't for the bread slicer.
Is it bruschetta?
I always thought it was bruschetta. It's bruschetta. I was corrected by a chef. I always thought forever it was, actual chef says bruschetta. I always thought it was bruschetta.
Okay.
I remember being shamed.
Are you going to go back and buy some more bread just so you can slice?
I would like to know where else has, we need these at Winco's because that's where I go.
It truly was the greatest thing.
It was automatic sliced bread. And I think you should normalize having more full loaves out there without slices. Mm-hmm. You buy the loaf, and then you can dial in how thin or thick you want your bread slices.
What if you put meatloaf in there?
I think you could put anything in there, to be honest. I think you could put turkey in there. But like a big old turkey loaf.
Yeah.
But I think it would get dirty.
Okay.
You can just put all the bread in there and you just have breadcrumbs left. And they probably repackage the breadcrumbs and can them for something else.
If you get one of those loaves that you take home and you cut it yourself, like you end up like squishing it down.
Yes,
And so it stayed nice and
it was perfect, Jason. And it made me think, could I use my meat slicer as a bread slicer?
Or do you just buy a bread slicer and get another kitchen gadget?
Funny you ask.
You did look it up, didn't you?
I hadn't until you just said it. Automatic ball dispenser for dogs. What? Oh. I'll get to that later. Automatic bread.
Did you ever shop on the Home Shopping Network?
No, I was too young.
Well, it's still around.
Yeah, but I don't. And then I just feel like one of the old ladies. Yeah, it's just like, oh, the pearls. You know what I'm talking about. It's funny? All of these bread slicers are meat and deli slicers as well. Here's one, $59.99, NutriChef automatic bread, meat, and deli slicer.
Okay.
Here's what we're talking about. Commercial bread slicer, $485.99. I can't do that. I'm still waiting on my I'm still saving up to get my Euro rotisserie thing for that and for Albert Pastor with the little thing for the pineapple on top.
Yeah.
That I'll use like 3. Bring it in here. How great! I know we got to bring. How great would it? Come on, we all have to admit how cool would this be if I just brought in a big Ziploc bag of like pre-marinated thin sliced pork, and then while we're doing the show, we just had this rotating cone of food that was cooking while we were doing the show, and I would just slice them off.
I'm imagining you saying like, yeah, so that was a crazy game.
100%. Yes, and then we just have a bunch of tortillas and stuff. Oh my God, what a great idea.
Right after biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, I still what was the other thing I was going to do? Biscuits, egg foo young. Biscuits and gravy, egg foo young, Al Pastor, and live show. It's all coming up. We're going to do it all at once. Okay. Alan Stiles is back, and he's in for Celebrity Birthdays, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. We will wrap up the program next.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SacktownSports.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-646-5454. That's 800-646-5454.
Hey man, gaining weight? Dragging throughout the day? Losing your drive? It could be your testosterone. The team at Revive Men's Health Sacramento gets men back on track with the energy and drive they've been missing. Meet Tyler, Revive Men's Health Director of Operations, and witness to hundreds of success stories.
I've seen guys come in worn out, discouraged, and just not themselves. A few months into treatment, they're standing taller, speaking with more confidence. It's like watching someone come back to life, like a light switch gets turned back on. The spouse says, "Thank you. I really have my partner back, better than before." That's the moment it all clicks for me, and that's why I do what I do.
Since 2011, Revive Men's Health has helped more than 120,000 men regain their energy and drive. Start your story today with an in-clinic visit or a secure video appointment. Call 916-619-3000 now to book your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation. That's 916-619-3000. Or schedule anytime at ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Where's the bell? Hey, maybe Alan knows where the bell is.
You know where the bell is, Alan? We're missing a bell, and your mic's not on. We're missing a bell. Somebody has took the bell.
Saved by no bell.
Nobel Peace Prize.
You know what I find weird about these air fresheners?
That there's no way that works.
But no,
That's from skunk.
That's from when I had the skunk. Isn't it weird how it starts out and it's as big as the container, and now it's just like a little stick? Like, where does that go?
Oh, there was more in there?
Yeah, it's as thick as the thing.
It goes into the air.
Yeah.
It just dissipates the color of the thing and everything.
Skin particles, a lot.
Consuming it.
Yeah, it dives into it, it burrows into it, and then it dissipates into the atmosphere.
Okay.
There's your answer.
Sorry, I was big into physics, chemistry.
Were you?
Algebra.
Not algebra. Marine biology.
Marine biology.
I thought I was going to be an archaeologist for about 3 years of my middle school.
Was that Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I just wanted to find something.
But then you find out that like 98% of it is in the library.
Yeah, and being an archaeologist is just
Did you ever one of those metal things that you were looking for?
like a metal detector?
Yeah.
I want one.
Yeah. I could see myself doing that because I plan on retiring on a beach somewhere. I could totally be that. I will. Just rolling up and
Found
down.
17 cents today.
Mm-hmm.
Next summer, because obviously when we're looking for content in the summer, because this summer was crazy. I don't care what anybody says. We made a lot of content out of this summer. But next summer, if it's a little quieter, go find somebody. Hey, how much money have you made metal detecting?
Top 4 or 5 content pieces this summer.
I mean, because I was listening to a couple different pieces out here, and I just continue to say, Dave, Kaminga, right? We wrang that thing dry.
I hated that.
Kaminga, we wrang dry.
Can I say this about the Kaminga thing? I think that 90% of the media, of which I wouldn't put us as... I think Sacramento media embarrassed itself so bad with the Kaminga coverage. Mm-hmm. I mean, embarrassed itself. Dropped its pants.
Well, we covered it, but...
I'm not specifically... I'm saying, like...
The assumption.
People were saying...
Yes.
Somebody, I don't even remember who now, was like, Kaminga, I'd be surprised if Kaminga wasn't...
Yeah.
Kaminga will be here by this Sunday.
Yes.
Or there was I was when I was on vacation, and I remember going, what the... blankety, I mean, dropped. I've seen rarely stories handled this badly in this town than the Kaminga story.
It was very, I guess, thirsty.
Thirsty, which thirsty. I get.
Yeah.
Summer content and lack thereof. It wasn't that. It was, and you're right. It was just the massive disinformation that was out
the
there.
Thirst wasn't the problem.
No.
Or wringing it dry like I did. Not the problem. I think it was the claims.
Yes, people having, and I don't entirely blame the folks that were bamboozled by that, because they were, and that's what we said at the time, they were being bamboozled by normally good sources that turned really bad, and it was just.
I had fun.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for January. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that
can't wait
right
for
now.
January.
Oh, he's back on the market. You see Jake Fisher?
Oh, God.
The Bulls?
Yeah,
the Suns?
I saw that.
The Kings?
I'm just...
Come back, baby.
This is turning into like herpes, where it's just gonna flare up when you least expect it.
It's his birthday, too.
Who, herpes?
That's... Yeah.
Herpes wasn't he one of the gods of war or something? That was Hermes.
That's Hades.
Hades.
And he's the devil.
Who's the one that had the flying head?
Oh,
or the crown. The crown.
You see the Hercules from Disney?
Yeah.
Somehow, and Chris Rolado backed me up on this, I'm sure, somehow one of the most underrated Disney cartoon movies ever made. Huh, Chris?
Is what?
Hercules, he says.
I've never seen it.
I've heard the most underrated one was The Emperor Has His
Oh,
Groove
The
or
Emperor
whatever.
got his groove back?
Yeah,
no,
whatever.
that's a banger.
Wait, isn't that Stella that
Stella
got
got
her
her
groove back?
That's a different movie.
Emperor's
Also
New
a
Groove.
banger. In a different way.
Yeah.
I'm a Robin Hood guy.
The Disney version
Yes.
with the big fat chickens doing the dance. Oh
Yeah.
man, Disney Robin Hood is a classic. Was that who was that? Little John was a tiger.
It's a fox.
No, Little John
No,
was the bear.
Not Little John, the Bad Prince.
He was a lion.
Yeah, he was a lion, and then
King Richard.
King Richard, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, wasn't King Richard the good one?
No.
No.
Not this one.
King Richard was the good one. Prince.
He had the snake as his,
Yeah.
his yeah. Anyways, Giants odds for the next manager at 3-1. The leader in the clubhouse right now is Nick Hundley, followed by David Ross at 9-2, Mark DeRosa, and
Prince John.
Thank you, and Craig Albernaz.
No mention of Boch?
I pretty much said this, and I didn't want it to sound disrespectful, but
Don Mattingly 38-1.
it kind of sounds like the Kurt Suzuki.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say it. You know what I was gonna say though.
What Kirk Suzuki? What?
It kind of sounds like and feels like the Kurt Suzuki thing was not a make good, but a favor, for lack of a better term, because he works for Zach Manassian's brother.
Yes.
Because how is he not even on that list? And whenever you get the first interview, I feel like unless it's an internal interview, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't want the first one.
Right.
I want the last one.
I want the last one.
It
will be the last one if I am the last one. You see what I'm saying, Jason?
I do.
Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, look, if you're looking for a managerial stint in the baseball world, bring some Crumble Cookies to the interview. Whoever does that. Hey, I want a job. Here's a bribe. Crumble Cookies.
Okay, on this day, October 6th, The Departed. I'm not a cop. Microprocessors.
Who departed?
Sometimes I get that mixed up with.
Wait, did you say the year already?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Departed. 2011.
No. I had two in my mind, so because Dave put it there, then I'm going to put it here. 06. Pick up sticks.
2006.
2 for 2006. We have a correct answer, guys. 2006.
I swore you said 2006.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I
didn't
did.
hear him.
How about Meet the Parents?
First one. No.
You're going to meet me.
First one.
We're going to meet.
You're going to meet me.
2002.
04. We want some more.
2000.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher Laud. All right, here we go. Double Dare. You guys watch this show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Double Dare came out on this date in what year? Mark Summers?
The original,
Not going to like this.
1987.
What?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Might have been earlier.
Back
From
when it's filmed.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is filmed in Philadelphia.
93.
No. 86.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher Laud. 86.
But
Chris, you have a problem.
Hey, happy birthday to Jonathan Kaminga.
I mean, this.
23.
He's been feels like he's been
Of course
22
I know
for
he's
about
23.
7 years, right?
Be the second youngest player on the Kings.
23.
23.
Hey, we have a correct answer. All three of you guys. Happy birthday to Bronny James.
Who?
Actually,
Bronathan.
what he did 1 year.
21.
I think he only did 1 year, so I'm going to say he's 20.
21.
Oh, we have a correct answer. It's Dave and Chris, 21. Happy birthday,
Alan.
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, he's playing tonight.
He is on
now,
his
this
birthday.
is football.
You play on your birthday. This is football.
28.
There's no way,
No.
right? This is football.
This is football. This is Sparta.
You know what? These guys are always younger, man.
All right, I'm changing it to 27.
No.
27.
What do you want him to guess, Alan?
Well, I was going to say 27.
You talk too much about it.
I'm going to say 26.
27.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Alan Stiles, 26.
Shooter.
Happy birthday to Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
Piranha 3D.
Karate Kid.
Adventures in Babysitting. Elizabeth Shue. Oh, God. Right?
Cobra Kai.
Hollow Man. Was she in Hollow Man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alan's favorite movie.
She was 63.
Oof.
Wait, was that? Is that?
No.
Oh.
Enough said.
What did you say, Dave? 63? Nah, you're not going to like this, Dave. 65.
61.
Tie between Chris and Dave. 62 for Shoe. Former King Quincy Acey.
Quincy Acey's 34.
Oh, you're not going to like this, Jason. 36.
I was going to say 36. I'll say 35.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Chris Verlade, 35.
No.
Happy birthday, Rebecca Lobo.
Rebecca Lobo is 43.
No way.
No?
47.
51.
Chris is closest, 52.
I mean, yeah.
Herb Jones. One of your favorites.
I love Herb Jones. Herbie is 26.
That's a good guess.
Thank you.
That is actually a good guess, unfortunately. 27.
25.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Alan Stiles, 27. Happy birthday, Kyle Pitts.
Man. Now, if that guy could put it together.
I think he's also 27, actually.
He's Kyle Pitts Sr. now, I believe.
Oh, wow. It's on you.
What did Dave say?
It's 27.
Well, he said it. I didn't know if he said it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, he just said it. But he
Yeah,
didn't
Dave's
say it.
probably right, but I refuse to match with Dave. 2-8.
29.
Wow, Dave was close. He's 25 today.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, tight ends.
Yeah. What?
It's like,
What about them?
they look older.
All right, last one. Tony Dungy.
Oh, Dave's not going to like this.
He's not going to like this at all.
Tony Dungy is 72.
It made its way down.
Dude.
Hey, what did you say? At 72? Yeah. 74.
71.
Chris is closest.
No.
Happy 70th birthday.
Oh,
Wow.
Should have known.
Yeah, should have known.
Should have known.
There you go, buddy. You got a big
No,
giveaway
no,
coming
no,
up.
no,
Oh, no. You got a big giveaway coming up on the program.
And you better not screw it up.
You better not. You absolutely, honestly, just saying, we have some comings and goings here at the station. I don't want any more. You know what I'm saying? All right. For, Chris and Jason.
That's me.
And Matt Barrows,
That's him.
Alan Stiles is Brock Purdy out for the season. Alan has the possible breaking news. I can't do that to people he's not. But Alan will break all of that down. Plus, he will break down this contest we have coming up. Right after this.
But
You never know when